All right. Cut it short. Cut it short. Yo.
5-0 there. Always got to cut the beat off.
You said cut the
What,
beat
DJ,
off?
DJ D.
Did the beat go off? No.
DJ D-Rock.
Cut the beat.
Welcome back. We got another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast here. It's your boy Lawrence, Phil, Neil, and Kenny. How y'all feeling? How y'all living? What's going on? How your week been?
What's going on, everybody? It's good to be back. I'm not going to lie. I've been locked away for a couple of weeks, just doing a little work, but I'm back. I'm back to save y'all from the idiocy of these three. Sometimes y'all get stuck in here and have to listen to the stupid shit that they say, but I'm here now, so it's okay. Rams got Von Miller. I'm happy. The NBA is back in full effect. I'm happy. Phil's got that hat on again. It makes me even happier. We're out here. We're really doing it.
Damn.
But the people know you be saying the dumbest shit. So
never.
You just open up. You just open with a lie.
Already started off with idiocy when he said, "I've been gone for a couple weeks," when he only missed last week.
It feels like forever.
So let's just address that.
That's at the time.
It feels like forever.
I don't know.
And for the people, it didn't feel like long enough.
Nah, that's a lie. And that was a lie.
Oh,
all right. Anyway, Phil, how you feeling, man? What's going on with you? How's your week been?
Doing pretty good. I won in a majority of my leagues this past weekend. Plus, the pick'em standings are looking just how I predicted lately, so that's good as well. And now I can't say anything mean to Neil. I was gonna say the hoodie makes him look like Barney, but since he complimented my hat, I can't say shit now. So
Barney looked good.
Good to be here.
That's the case.
He said Barney looked good.
Yo, we're at week 8 and Phil celebrating picks for being tied in the lead. I'm just saying, I've been in first all year. You haven't heard me once mention pick'ems.
I'm just saying.
What happened? What happened last year in fantasy basketball?
I'm just saying
the same thing.
I'm just like Phil talks all year about this. Like he first of all, he's been talking like he's been winning all year. Like he just tied for first place.
Listen, let's get it going, man. That's what I'm talking about.
He wasn't even in second place, and he was talking all year.
Right, like that's what
let him have it.
You were in third place that one week, and you were talking wild.
I thought it was gonna come back. Simple as that.
Yeah, we don't want to hear that shit,
how are you
man.
doing, Kenny?
You know what it is. If you ain't first, you're fucking last, man. All right? I don't want to hear none of that shit.
This is true. This is very true.
And I do want to say, you
would know about last, Neil.
I do want to say it's still fuck fantasy football till death, right? It's the worst fantasy sport by far. But
the best.
Your boy did smoke Lawrence's ass in the sleeper league.
100%.
So
100%.
Like I knew, I came, I saw, and Dak Prescott, thank you for fucking me, dumbass.
So we going here. Kenny's speech
could be worse. You could have Aaron Rodgers.
I do have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I have him in 2 leagues.
It gets better.
I have him in a league as well.
What about you, Kenny?
Yeah, I can't complain. Productive week as usual. In a local area, high school sports are in the playoffs, so I've been a busy man.
Yes, sir.
That's true. I can let you all know that's true. He has been busy. If you don't follow him on Twitter, take a look. If you're ever interested in local upstate New York high school teams and sports, where were you at? You were at VBS last night, little boys soccer?
Yeah, VBS last night for boys soccer.
Yep.
I was in Dodgeville on Saturday.
And just so y'all know, it's not warm here neither.
It's cold. It's very cold.
My man Kenny out there.
He's out there. Puff jacket on.
Yeah, I do have the puff vest on.
Puff vest is on.
It is very, very cold on them sidelines.
I seen Kenny grinding. Boilermaker early was out there at the start line or the finish line. Seen him out there. I was there early and he was there. It was dark out and I saw him out there.
That's a fact.
Working. We working. Lawrence, what y'all think about Drew Brees coming back to the Saints potentially?
Please do.
Or Phil Rivers.
Okay. We can go here. I just saw this tweeted and reported earlier today. Drew Brees sold us since 2017. I've already said this. Every time he comes back, he has above average completion percentage through the regular season. It gets to the playoffs, he throws 2 to 3 interceptions, and we go home. So I don't want to see that again. I'd rather go home with Trevor Siemian or Taysom Hill at quarterback. That's how I feel about it.
You don't want Phil Rivers neither?
No, Phillip Rivers is hot garbage. I never liked him.
I mean, realistically, just like based off of recent history, what's the difference between Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees? Like, you're not going to get a
It's the
big.
same thing.
Like-
What is he? What is he? Just taller?
I think Phillip Rivers could maybe throw the ball like 10 yards further.
Right. That's what, like at this point in his career, Phillip Rivers is not the Phillip Rivers
Right.
that we're used to.
Right.
Right. And then,
Right, always tight.
I don't think it would be good.
I mean, listen, Trevor Siemian didn't play bad, right? I thought he played well, and he wasn't terrible in Denver. Like,
No,
he wasn't okay. He wasn't good, but he wasn't. Oh my God, we need to cut him bad. Like, he wasn't like Nathan Peterman bad, for example.
Right.
He's been in the league 7 years.
And the Bucs secondary, as we
Yeah,
know, is hot garbage. So that was like a perfect game to get his feet underneath.
And it's not like the Saints don't have. I mean, I feel like when Simeon played for the Broncos, they didn't have Judy, they didn't have Noah Fant, they didn't have these guys on the outside to throw the ball to. They got Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram. They got guys that could at least give them.
Well, they have Alvin Kamara. That's all. I would say. Let's not.
Well, Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram isn't bad.
That's not a slight at the Saints.
He had some runs.
He had good
but they also just. I mean, like, he's still got to get acclimated to them. Like, and Lawrence will be. I'm not just saying this because you're the Saints and I'm a Falcon fan. It's not like you have great receiving threats. So let's not talk like Trevor Siemian has this phenomenal supporting cast.
No, it's not. It's not a great supporting cast, but it's also not terrible.
Like if he does well, it's not going to be because the cast around him. It's going to be because Trevor Siemian played well.
Right.
I can agree with that to a certain degree. You got the offensive line that's playing really good right now too. And then
you just got to give him a lead with that defense. You just got to give him a lead.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to get the
Sean Payton's going to put him in good situations too. Like,
Right.
The situational play calling is pretty good. Well, it was really good in the Bucs game.
Out of all the injuries that could have happened to that Saints team, that's the only one. That Jameis injury, that's the only one that would have hurt. Well, Kamara too. Those two guys are like the only two guys I think that kind of ruins your season. Kamara and Jameis. Those are the only two.
Yeah,
Jameis was playing good.
Right.
Yeah. But at the same time, there was just how you're saying he's playing good. There's people that said he fucking sucked.
Well, he did fucking suck, but
it wouldn't make it. That's what I'm saying. Like, so there's some people saying what you're saying. Then there's some people saying he fucking sucked anyway before. Now he gets injured. Now the Saints season is all automatically done. Well, what about what you're saying since week 1, 30 for 30, he sucks. All he does is throw picks, but he only has 3 picks on the season. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
Jameis was just inconsistent. The thing that was, you didn't know what Jameis you were going to. Even when he wasn't throwing picks, like if he was having a bad game, like he was having a bad game. Like we saw it when they played against Seattle. Like that was a depleted team that should have absolutely murdered, and they put up 13 points against them. But then you go back a couple weeks before, and he has a good game. So you just didn't know what Jameis you were going to get.
it's true.
But I will say, I'm still taking an inconsistent Jameis Winston over any of your other quarterback options. So I do still understand why some people might say, well, without Jameis, your chances are less because they are.
Yeah, for sure.
If that's not the case, then they wouldn't have had Jameis starting.
100%.
That's so true.
Hey, I like the defense. I like the offensive line. They can get healthy. Let's see what happens. But
Tough place to play too in New Orleans. I don't think they'll have any games there, but
and fuck Tom Brady. Too.
that's a fact.
He played fucking like dog shit. Don't let the 375 and the touchdowns fool you.
That is a fact. Well, how many he threw? What? 3
picks.
interceptions?
2 picks, and
One
he had
pick
a
six?
fumble. And he had a fumble.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Tom's always got a team in his division that's a thorn in his side. It was Miami before, and now it looks like it's New Orleans.
Yeah. Yeah, he struggles with that defense.
But until it's playoff time, but different story.
till it's playoff time.
That's true.
That game was a lot more. It spoke a lot about Drew Brees. Though.
Yeah, that was more of the Bucs defense and Drew Brees than it was Tom Brady.
1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. It's a trend for Drew Brees. He went outside. But anyway, let's get to the Chargers and the Patriots, man. Phil, what's going on over there? What's going on over there?
It was, one of my good moments of the weekend. The last time the Chargers played, it was 45-0 for New England. Obviously, I didn't think that was going to be the same result because both are 2 different teams, but it was like a pleasant surprise, even though I did see the Patriots turn the ball over once or twice during the game. But it was nice to see former Chargers Adrian Phillips get 2 picks and a couple tackles here and there, especially a pick 6 to seal the game. I thought it was a very good game for the Patriots to get them at 500. So, I mean, I think they're a little bit better than what the record actually is at 500. Just a lot of, late game mishaps and turnovers. Like I said,
should have beat the Cowboys. 100% should have beat the Cowboys.
And, last second, CeeDee Lamb touchdown to lose that one. Damian Harris did decent. Mac Jones didn't have the greatest game, but the defense held in for him. And he even said after the game that I didn't have my best game, but I'm glad the defense was there for me. So just a very good defensive game for the Patriots.
Do y'all feel like the Patriots beating the Chargers says more about the Patriots or the Chargers?
That says more about the Chargers in my mind.
Plus, the Chargers secondary was broken.
I would probably say if it was in New England, it would say less about the Chargers, but they're at home. The Patriots had to travel all the way across the fucking country for that game, and you can't. Yeah, you can't. You got Justin Herbert, who everybody's saying could be MVP, could be Offensive Player of the Year, all this shit. You got Austin Eckler. I mean, you got all these weapons: Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, tight ends. You got a defensive coach with defensive players on the other side of the ball, and you come out and it's just inexcusable for me.
Mike Williams has been inconsistent the last 4 or 5 weeks. Like I've seen, I think it was like bringing it to fantasy wise, he's had 5 points or under the last 3 or 4 weeks. So Mike Williams has been seriously on hot and cold this season, and they need him to be at his very best if they want to actually contend this year.
Mike Williams' success was not sustainable. If you saw, I like Mike Williams, and I think that Mike Williams is a very talented player. But Mike Williams is what Mike Williams is, and I mean that by he's gonna boom. When he booms, it's gonna be phenomenal. But that's what he has to live by that, and that's why he's good with Justin Herbert, because he has a quarterback that can maximize that potential. But weeks when it's not hitting, that's what you're gonna get out of Mike Williams. He's not a guy who's gonna be able to do all the little things to help you win.
Right. Keenan Allen had a great game. It's just everyone else didn't.
Right. There's a difference between Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Keenan Allen can do everything as a receiver. Mike Williams is not. Mike Williams is strictly take the top off.
Right. I was surprised. I'm sitting there watching the Bucks and Saints game with this old guy at the casino, and he was Archie Man. He had an Archie Manning jersey on, and I'm watching the game as it goes on with the Patriots. Like, damn, they're staying in this game.
Bro,
it's third quarter.
Don't look now, right? Don't look now. The Patriots are 4-4. Don't look now. They're 500 right now, and they have an easy schedule. Don't look now. Their ass about to sneak into the fucking playoffs.
I think the hardest part of the schedule is probably facing Buffalo twice. I think those are worst case scenario. We grab one.
If you can still a game. Yeah, still a game, not be huge, but
yeah. You don't want to. If you're in the AFC, you don't want to face Belichick at home in the playoffs.
Yeah, but the thing is, you think they're really going to win their division?
Absolutely not.
It's true. I don't think so either.
That's the only way they're going to
get. They're grabbing a wild card, I believe.
What about you, Neil?
That's true. They're the 20. What'd you say?
What'd you take? What was your takeaway from your game?
From my game?
Mm-hmm.
My game was over in the second quarter, so I was watching other games. It was 38-0.
You had the Texans, right?
Yeah, it was 38-0 in the third quarter. We pulled our full team with 8 minutes left in the third quarter, and of course, the Houston Texans then scored 22 points.
To break all spreads.
All spreads, all over-unders, everything.
What is it? Wasn't it 17?
I think it was 13.5.
13.5? Okay.
With a 50-point over-under. So the Rams scored 34 by themselves, and they held them to a shutout. It was a shutout with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, or a little bit less than that, I think. But yeah, I mean, it just goes to show Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. It's the best combination in the league right now. It's just unstoppable. There's just nothing you can do. I forget who it was. I want to say it was Manuel Acho, I think, who put a little film on Twitter. It was like, you can't stop this. It was just like Matthew Stafford released the ball before Cooper Kupp was even out of his route, and it was right into his fucking hands. He was just there.
Right.
It's just,
What's good, Dante? What's good with you, man? Big Eagles win this week. Yeah.
Hey.
Crucial game right there.
Shout out to the Eagles.
Congratulations.
They were starving.
Killed them.
Needed that
What
Philly
about
W.
you, Kenny? What happened in the divisional game over there? I didn't get to see. What happened.
Lost a close one. Couple interceptions. Played without Kelvin Ridley, who we didn't know wasn't going to be with us until an hour before kickoff. Obviously, yes, take care of your mental. That's definitely the most important thing. But that's obviously when you game plan for having a guy all week, an hour before the game, you figure out you don't have him. That's going to play a role in things. Kyle Pitts was triple teamed the whole game, so that's kind of tough to overcome. It is what it is. This is what this Falcons team is at this point. It's going to be close games. We just have to hope that at the end of the game, we're the ones that come out on top.
What did he say? He said they definitely showed their card. They definitely showed their deck of cards. They showed that they do not respect Miles Sanders and they need to trade him. That's what happened because they gave the ball to Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell more than they gave him.
And Jordan Howard, who just signed.
And Jordan Howard, who just came off the fucking practice squad.
Trade him. Free Sanders. Hashtag free Sanders. Hashtag free Sanders.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like the Eagles, like you saw what happens when you run the ball. Like you just killed that team. Why weren't you doing it for the first 7 weeks of the season?
Well, I don't know. Buyout.
I don't think any Eagles fan can sit here and tell me that any of those other running backs are more talented than Miles Sanders. There's no way.
No way.
There's no way. Is literally a garden gnome running the football and he gets
Boston Scott's like 5'4".
Like doesn't make any sense. Trade that man.
He's good though. Boston Scott's not bad.
Yeah,
but
he's showing up and given opportunities when he's like almost the main guy.
He's always shows up though. That's the thing. Like Boston Scott, whenever it's time, he just goes. Like he just kind of forces their hand.
Labella's in there, always playing games with the RBs.
Always,
and that's why they lose.
But yeah, so hopefully he gets bought out or something because he needs to be on a different team. Miles Sanders needs to be.
Listen, man.
Also, I don't know if anybody saw the tweet or the video. Cam Akers is up and running, 4 months removed from the Achilles. Sean McVay says he's going to be back for the playoffs. I don't know how that's even possible, but it's happening. He said it. That's kind of crazy to me. I don't know. 4 months.
Stop it.
Come on, bro. Please.
But realistically, do you want that though? He's not going to be full Cam Akers. So
I want that.
Okay.
I don't know if I want that.
You want to rush him back when we already know this is a 9 month to a whole year.
Yes. If we can get a Super Bowl out of it, fuck it.
But it's not. I could see if you were starving at the running back position, but you're not.
No, you're not.
Henderson is doing good this year so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I know Darrell Henderson's doing very good this year, but it's not. It's the fact that you turn into a whole different team with Cam Akers.
But do you turn into a whole different team if Cam Akers isn't really Cam Akers? If
he'll be fine. I think he's back. He's at least 85%, and he's ready to go. He won't be the
same guy. He will not be the same guy.
Yeah, you said 85%.
It's the most devastating. It's the most devastating injury an athlete could have.
That's fine. Like he could after a year, I'll say he could probably be that guy again.
But. Yeah, but all right. Yeah. I guess he's talking about a theory about Miles Sanders.
You have a theory about your bum-ass Philadelphia Eagles?
Man, IBTE Sports Podcast.
I don't give a fuck about the Eagles.
Nick LaBella in the building. What's good with you, man?
Yeah, if y'all look at them Rockets doing.
Ugh. if y'all looking around at the league right now, at the NFL right now, who would you think? Who are you picking to go to the Super Bowl right now? One AFC team, one NFC team. Who's going?
I've said the Rams since they traded for Stafford, so I'm not going to hop off of that. I'm still saying the Rams or the NFC. AFC changes so often.
It's crazy, right?
Be delusional. Pick your own team. Right? You said they was going to make the playoffs. Pick them.
Who, me?
Yeah, pick them.
Yeah, I picked the Rams. I've said the Rams all year. I'm not gonna hop on, even when I said
he said Bucks Bills.
No, I got the Rams.
That's ugly.
And I said the Chargers before, so I'll stick with it. I know they just lost, but
Battle of LA.
Yeah. I just don't see the bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is. Like I just have a bad feeling about the Bills.
I do.
I feel like they're gonna get there.
Bro.
They're gonna get to the AFC Championship or whatever it is, depending on the seeding, and they're gonna lose.
Oh, see, I have the exact opposite feeling about the Bills. I have a bad feeling coming from an NFC team about the Bills. I think they're fucking legit. They are very scary. I think Emmanuel Sanders adds a whole different threat to that team.
I think until they learn how to utilize their run game with their running backs, they're going to be.
Granted, I was just going to say
that's not sustainable.
I was just going to say, granted, they don't have a run game really.
Well, and the thing is, like, it's not even they could. Like, it's not like Singletary and Moss are not capable running backs. Like, we're not saying those two need to go for 200 combined a week. But you're also not even giving them an opportunity to show you they could, because all your carries are just by Josh Allen.
No, I agree.
It's not sustainable success.
I agree. I just think, first off, they have the number 1 ranked defense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They're very athletic. They're talented, man. Like,
and
they built that defense.
I'm taking Josh Allen over a majority of the quarterbacks in the league right now. He is very good. Very good. And you got Stephon Diggs, so you have a true number 1. I just don't. I mean, I see a weakness, and it's in the run game. But I mean, that's because they just don't run the ball. Yeah, if they run the ball, maybe it's a different story. But they don't run it.
You're not gonna survive.
It's Bills and Chargers are like the two that because I'm still gonna ride with the Chargers. I just think that they could still do something.
But think you also have the have
Owen in the building. He said, "Go Bills."
You also have.
I'm talking down on the Bills right now, man. Sorry.
What was I gonna say?
Oh wait, before you go, I'll let you think about that. I'm gonna go with. I feel like Lamar Jackson's gonna have a chance at the Super Bowl this year.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna say you still have the Ravens.
I think the offense has been a lot better the past few years. I think the defense is getting better, and because the Rams are the Rams, obviously with them adding Von Miller, and their defense needs to improve a little bit more because they've been not as good as they were last year. But I think once playoff season hits, they're gonna be in their zone. So I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah, I like the Ravens too. I think honestly, if the Ravens didn't have their whole team on IR, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, plus,
I think they're just a little bit away from where they need to be. But I think it's Bills. I think it's Bills Rams right now.
See, like how we're having this conversation. This to me speaks so much to why I think the AFC is better than the NFC, because I really can't tell you. And there's probably like 8 teams you can make the argument for in the AFC, and I could really sit here and say, I see where you're coming from. Versus the NFC, it's like, okay, you have the Rams.
You just say it's clear cut.
Yeah, it's very like you have your top.
But is it better? Is that because it's better, or is it because it's top heavy?
Right, but top heavy as in like there's really only 2 teams in the NFC that people really think will make it to the Super Bowl, and it's either the Rams or the Bucs.
Well, the people, I mean, Rams, Bucks, Cowboys, Cardinals, and Packers.
Yeah, so this is what we.
Here's my thing with the Cowboys.
These are the power rankings at the bottom.
We'll probably get into it after. Well, let's get into it now. The Cowboys, I understand that
we got to see something first in the playoffs.
But the only reason why people are saying the Cowboys are going to go to the Super Bowl is strictly based off of record. Like, you're not actually watching the Cowboys play. If that's just my opinion.
LaBella, Kenny's been saying this for like 3 or 4 weeks now. He's riding the AFC. He's on the AFC train. He thinks the AFC is much better than the NFC. Lawrence and I disagree, but I don't know what he's looking at.
Packers, Cowboys, Cardinals, Bucks, Rams,
Saints.
Because I'm not taking the Saints over any of the top teams in the AFC. I'm not.
Well, I'm taking the Titans and the Raiders out of the top 10 of this power rankings right now. They don't have Derrick Henry, and the Raiders just lost their number 2 threat forever. He's gone forever.
Right, well, listen,
so
I like the Ravens.
NFC.
I like the Ravens better than everybody except for the Rams right now. I like the Bills better than everyone except for the Rams. The Bengals, I would put in the category right behind the Rams and Bucks if they're in the NFC.
The week, fam.
The Chargers, I like better than anybody other than the Bucks and the Rams.
Now I'm really week to week without the quarterback.
The Packers. The Packers are the fucking best team in the league. To be honest, the Packers go into the Cardinals into Arizona without Devontae Adams, and they beat them. Now, I don't know if that says more about the Packers or if it says what I've been saying since day fucking one that the Cardinals are frauds.
Well, no, Neil.
Bro, hold on. Wait a minute. Stop. Listen, I hate saying a play makes a game.
No,
But
you're not about to say this right now.
AJ Green, if you
You are
turn
not
around,
about
the
to say
game
this
is
right
over.
now.
No,
The
you are
game
not
is
about to-
over.
okay,
The
now-
game is over.
No.
The game is over, and it's a different narrative.
Anybody else can get away with saying that shit.
Bro,
Your ass
listen,
cannot.
And
Bro,
actually, wait, before you go
if
on.
it was like a deflection or something, and he actually turned around, I would be like, "That's a good play." But this man was just controller died.
Was there,
Controller died in the end zone.
There was still time on the clock, and we would have had to give Aaron Rodgers the ball back too. The clock would not have been at 3-0.
Bro.
So let's.
You said Lions greater than the Falcons.
I'm not worried about that. We're on a whole different subject. He's just trying to get me riled up, and it's not going to work.
Listen. Honestly,
with Aaron, you think that even if the Cardinals score that touchdown, you can 100% tell me in your heart there's not a part of you that thought, well, you left 30 seconds for Aaron Rodgers. That might be enough time.
Right.
Done it before.
No, this is all I'm saying. I'm still thinking. Listen, I'm not gonna. They had the opportunity, all that. Aaron Rodgers probably would have got the ball back, but I'm just still at a damn AJ Green, like damn.
No, but like you can go back and do that with so many games that teams lost this year, probably. Like
but there's not plays like that though.
I don't know. I mean, listen, that the pass. We don't know if the pass is catchable. Anyways, if he turns around, he might not catch that. He was not ready for that ball at all.
He's a 12-year vet. A fade? Are you serious? Come on. All right.
It wasn't a fade. It was a back shoulder.
Because he wasn't running a fade.
He wasn't running a fade. He was running to the corner.
He was run blocking.
Yeah, he had no idea that ball was coming towards him. I don't think that play was called for him. Also, that Kyler Murray's ankle is fucked.
I was about to mention that, yeah.
His ankle, you could see in the video, he literally didn't throw off his foot at all. He couldn't do any rotation. And that's another problem with the Cardinals. This happened last year. Kyler Murray is injury prone. He's a little fucking minion out there.
Hold on.
He gets hurt and it affects his play. It happened last year.
Hold on.
And he did miss a game last year.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's not throw injury prone around like that.
He's hurt constantly.
What game did he miss?
He missed games last year, but I'm not saying you have to miss games to become injury prone. He gets hurt.
I'm not even being sarcastic. What games?
Injury prone? No, injury prone is literally being out of games.
He gets hurt in games.
CMC hurt out for the whole season. CMC out for 1,000 years again.
That's a fucking availability issue. Injury prone.
Be like not out for the game technically.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he gets hurt.
But I'm still confused on.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
injury. Do you know what injury prone is?
Yeah, exactly. What Kyler Murray is injury prone. He gets hurt in games. He does constantly.
I wouldn't say he's injury prone though.
I really am not remembering.
Shit. I'm so lost, bro. Yo, Kenny, while you're on your computer, can you please look up the definition of injury prone? I could be tripping. I'll admit if I'm wrong.
I mean, how I see injury prone is like,
out of games, missing games.
For me, it's like anytime it wouldn't be like nagging injury. It could be nagging injuries or out of like games for me.
But the thing is, all these. Go ahead, Kenny.
If you're playing, then why does it matter? Like it doesn't. Like you're hurt. You're not injured. You're still playing. Contributing.
Yeah, it's not a significant injury, but still an injury no matter what.
But it's not an injury because if you're injured, you can't play.
Another thing
you can be injured and play. You can be injured and play.
No, you could be hurt and play. If you're injured, you cannot play.
Well, he was injured and played last year.
All right, so let me put it this way. What you're saying is, bro, everybody in the NFL, anybody that plays, their bodies are broken. You ask any of them when they get done with the season, they're probably thanking Lord himself that the season is done and they're probably getting treatment. All of their bodies are broken. They have nagging injuries. It's football. So that statement does not matter. All these players that go into games have a nagging injury somehow, some way.
If he's out there playing, I can't call him injury.
What is the definition? What's the definition of injury?
None of these players go in the game 100%.
Injury prone is you're significantly injured. You're prone to injuries. But if you're not missing games, then I don't understand that theory. Like I'm not
Rick. I'm not injury prone. Never been injury prone.
I can't like if I'm playing in the game and I have played in every game, how am I injury prone? I might be hurt, but I'm playing through it. I guess
That's a fact. I just don't agree with the labeling it as injury prone.
I agree with it because I've seen it happen. I've seen him get hurt in games. I've seen him not be able to finish games. You keep saying this one,
but when? Like, I don't remember this.
Last year.
What did I like completely just not pay attention to what happened last year with them?
Yeah, you must not have. I mean, he got hurt. He didn't miss a game, but he got hurt, and he couldn't throw the ball anymore. He got fucked up. Something happened to him last year. I think he hurt his shoulder or he hurt his hip. He hurt his hip last year on a scramble or some shit.
But he played for the whole season, right?
Yeah.
So
but he couldn't. His numbers dropped immensely after his injury. Like, he got hurt. Like they said, he's hurt. Like, he's playing hurt.
So his backup quarterback only had 16 attempts all of last year,
and it was in the same game.
But
it wasn't Drew Stanton.
It was Steverson.
Yeah, there you go.
It was over 5 games. So put in games where there were blowouts where you probably want to know that stuff. So I'm just saying, if my backup quarterback is only getting 16 pass attempts all year, I'm pretty confident saying my starting quarterback is not injury prone.
So games played in 2019. How many games are in the season?
So last year he got hurt. Okay, last year he got hurt. The Cardinals were taking the league by storm again, right? Like, they were going off, all this. He got hurt. He hurt his hip. I forget. It was either his hip or his shoulder. It was one of the two things. I think it was his hip. And as soon as he got injured, his balls stopped coming out as tight as they were. All this shit was going on, and they immediately dropped. They stopped winning games.
So my thing. This is my thing, right? So you think all these people that come in these games don't have those type of injuries?
Where it affects their whole game? No, I don't think they have that. I mean, look at Matthew Stafford and Russell Wilson. They popped their fingers out of place and they both played. I mean, Russell Wilson eventually had to get out of the game, but he stayed in. Matt Stafford popped his finger back in place and played the game.
Matthew Stafford has had a cast on every part of his body.
But he's
immune.
Time out.
He's immune.
So Matt Stafford's injury prone then?
Yes.
Okay,
I
said that coming into this year. I said he is always hurt.
Because he played, but the thing is, he plays super, super reckless. He made himself like that.
He does. That's a fact. That is a fact. But he also has had no offensive line for years.
To me, if you're not missing time, the injury it's not. I guess it's irrelevant because you're still out there.
So would you prefer not miss any time than play and affect your game to the point where you are better off not being out there?
Kyler Murray last year played 16 games. He had 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
But my thing is, so you think that you think he's hurting the Cardinals by being out there?
Not right now, but on that let's say on that last play of the game, if they had a competent backup and that knew that they could throw the full football instead of his fadeaway fucking jump shot.
You want Brett Hundley over 75% of Kyler Murray?
Like, just stop the cap. Just stop the cap right now. I'm just like, don't even answer that. Just stop the cap.
That's my point.
Who's your backup quarterback?
Mine?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
John Wolford.
John Wolford. Okay, so you've seen Stafford play with a broken back before that one pass where somebody crunched his whole life.
Yeah, he popped his whole arm out of place.
So that's happening, and he can't throw the ball anymore. You want your backup to come in? Or are you going to keep Stafford in?
Yeah, I want John Wolford to come in. He actually he was going to win that Seahawks game before.
I can see the tweet right now.
Nah.
Stafford, I already seen you do this in Detroit, you little bitch. You should have stayed in. That's what you would say, bro. We know you. We know you, bro.
Nah, it's different. It's different,
bro. Come on, man.
It's different from my team. Like, if I'm watching Stafford out there, Sanders felt lucky if the game plan against the Lions simply run the ball.
So you said with that.
This man's got like a whole.
Yo, can you?
So basically, what it is. So basically, what it is the Eagles fucking suck. That's what it is.
MLA format, everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that MLA format?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not buying.
I'm not gonna do it. So that's another thing too. Is like you gotta remember how like we're quick to do this to these guys. Like he's 24 years old.
I mean, I'm just not calling him injury prone because he hasn't missed a start either.
Yeah, like he's not injury prone.
It's very hard to call someone injury prone who's been in every game that they've. But
No.
okay.
Coaching sucks. The team's not that bad. The Philadelphia Eagles fucking
What's good, Jack?
suck. They suck. It's your coaching staff. Your everything. Your everything sucks. Like Jalen Reagor sucks.
Bro, that's real pain though. Like
I like
real
Dallas
pain.
Goddard though.
Like, cause
I
will
do
say
like
this.
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, I will say this, right? Like you go back to the Jeremy Maclin days. Like to be honest, around that time frame before, if Chip Kelly doesn't come to the Eagles, to be honest, y'all could have made a run to the bowl. I believe that as like from just watching that team was stacked, but like to watch it just unfold, like it's just
Rick seems to be somewhat of an unbiased fan. Rick, be honest.
Well, no, Rick is not even an Eagles fan, bro. He became an Eagles. Yeah, I'm about to throw him under the bus. He became an Eagles fan. Listen to me. He became an Eagles fan when in 2018 when we're at school they won the bowl and he said I'm from Philly, so I'm rocking with the Eagles. But he was a Giants fan when I first met him.
Oh shit!
Because he used to always pick the Giants on Madden. Come on, man. I speak nothing but facts.
Rick, you gonna stick up for yourself?
Yeah, you got it.
He knows you caught him.
Yeah, it's over. Like
this is why Monday talks
over.
about.
Listen. These are no, and bro, he used to be a Steelers fan from sources that grew up with him. I'm not gonna say no names. Sources, live sources from IBTE Sports.
Crosstown rivalry.
That's what the streets is telling you.
Listen, bro.
The streets is reliable.
From somebody that grew up with him. You feel me? Like
Nice.
that was there from the young days. That's all I'm saying.
Rick, you gotta pick your affiliation.
You feel me? Like he's an Eagles fan now.
Every year.
Come on, man. Like, hey, listen. Pick a team.
Rick.
Pick a team, bro, and stick to death. There ain't no switching.
Bro, but you know, honestly, to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan must be kind of fucking sad. Because honestly, you wake up every Sunday and you're like, all we need to do is win 1 or 2 games and we could possibly get in. We're in the worst division in the whole entire fucking planet of any sport ever. Like, we are literally in the worst division. All we have to do is win a game. Like that, all they have to do is win a couple games.
Every time I turn the game on, I see Jalen Hurts
just running around.
He runs to the sideline and just
throws
he does Derek Jeter throws.
Yeah,
and I turn the game off immediately.
Time.
Like I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
I don't know why he does that. He did
crazy.
the same. He did like the jump man pump fake against the Lions too. Jack, I'm a Rams fan.
Yeah,
as you can see by my background, bro. What the fuck? You got my boy over here with the Saints on. Boston, he's a bitch ass Patriots fan. And Kenny's also a Rams fan. So get the fuck out of here.
He's also a Rams fan.
He said winning is the only team I know.
Yeah. So he's not Eagles fan.
Yeah. So you know.
Yo, Rick, I'm taking applications. All right, I've been a Rams fan since birth. I'm taking applications. If you want to come join the Rams bandwagon,
bro, listen.
You come through. Let me know.
Don't do that. They got no draft picks.
He just say winning.
We haven't had draft picks since 2017.
Eventually, all this shit
I've
that
been
y'all
hearing
doing
this for 5 years.
It's gonna come back.
We missed the playoffs once since we drafted Jared Goff. That's all I've been hearing.
You know why I think it won't matter, Lawrence? Because they're going to just never value draft picks, so they're just going to continue to trade their future draft picks to bring in young talent. Like if they were like, okay, we're going to stop trading our draft picks now, then yeah, they'd be in trouble. Until they're not.
We don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Like they're just like
we're
just never going to use the draft like ever.
Madden
the GM said this. They asked him. They said, "What is it about draft picks that you don't like?" And he said, "We just went through a global pandemic, and I'm trading away 2025 first-round picks. We won't even be here in 2025.
He's right.
He said, we're talking about an NFL draft in 2025 when guys won't even get vaccines to stop a global pandemic. So,
what's crazy, though, is like these teams that are trading for the 2025 first-round draft pick, we got a first-round draft pick. In 2025, with a team that's probably going to be good. Like, do you know how non-valuable that draft pick is in 2021? Like, it means nothing. It's so insignificant.
Literally means nothing. Like, college football could be disbarred before 2025.
Jack said He said
Yeah, I
the
see what he's
Rams could
saying.
do all
I
that.
really don't know.
I don't like, bro. I don't like the Bills, man. I don't know. I feel like they're good. I feel like just
No, and
oh
you're
boy,
right.
oh
I feel
boy,
like
he's
they're
not.
good too.
He's not gonna get over that hump yet.
I feel like
He's
they're
not
good too,
there.
but Josh Allen makes
fact,
very,
dude.
very stupid mistakes. We've seen it multiple times.
Yes.
And the one team that if you make stupid mistakes against, you're going to pay for it is the Rams. Because
Listen.
not only you got Leonard Floyd with 7 sacks, you got AD with 5.5 sacks, and we just signed Von Miller.
And you have
Traded for
Jalen
him.
Ramsey.
And Jalen Ramsey on the
patrolling.
back end.
Like I just,
Bro.
that's my
Right,
thing, and
right,
that's why to me the Rams are the best team. in
Real
football.
life,
I mean,
real
I
life
just
Madden.
can't.
They're here to trade finder every single time.
Bro,
for those
listen.
things.
The thing is with Josh Allen, right? Is when he's running, bro. You do that shit in the playoff game. There is concussion protocol. You are gonna get taken out the game,
Ask
and
RG3.
your team is gonna be lost. Like if he
That's
stops running, he's gonna be fine. And he'll be
Although
able
I'm
to
gonna
win.
be honest, they have the perfect backup for him in Mitch Trubisky because Mitch Trubisky is a poor man's Josh Allen, so you are able to run your same offense. It is not going to be nearly as dominant with Mitch Trubisky running it, but you don't miss a beat because you don't have to change how you
Got playoff experience too.
That's what I'm saying. Like your offense, you don't have to change your play. Like if you had to go to, if you went from Josh Allen to Blake Bortles, your game plan has to change.
Yo,
He's
Rick,
also-
you know how we always
Yeah.
talk about Lawrence being the fleece god, right? I think
Oh,
Les
my
Snead is the fleece god. If you think about it, the Rams just traded a second and a third round pick.
He really me.
So a second day, like not the first day, the second day, second, third round pick, and they made the Denver Broncos pay his full salary. Like we literally got him for a second and third round pick. Are you finding a Von Miller in the second and third round late like that? I don't think you are.
I was about legit. I don't think they were really the same. It's just
No, they were definitely legit they just went
Yeah.
from being like fringe contenders to the best
Two
team in
goals,
football. That's you know what I mean?
but
Yeah, I mean-
until Stafford does it,
So okay, so that's
Golf
that's one
went-
thing
he
I want
went
to bring
there.
up.
He
I want
went
to bring
there.
that exactly. I
He
want to
got
bring that
there.
up. So the one thing that I personally am worried about as a Rams fan, which people could say, Neil, you're crazy, blah blah blah. Blah. Matthew Stafford has never won a meaningful game in his life. We're not
Never.
talking Thanksgiving.
That's not
football
all on
game.
him, though.
But that's
Never.
but it also
Detroit.
has he had one opportunity.
No, I know, I
That's
understand.
my like I get what you're saying. You're 100% right. He hasn't, but it's not like he's been there 10 years and just lost them.
Right.
No,
and
I
it's,
know.
It's
I
not
know.
all on him, though,
it's,
too.
It's not like it's not like he
That's-
goes every 5 years and all of a sudden, he can't win wild card games or whatever.
It's because like that when people used to
He gotta
knock
show
on Peyton
me.
Manning, it was like they had a legitimate gripe. Peyton Manning was getting to the playoffs every year and losing and losing and losing. He got over the hump. People got over that. But Matt Stafford has been to the playoffs once in his career. So to say, well, he's never won in the playoffs. Yeah, he's also only been there one time. Like, I mean, that's
How many times?
You remember,
let me-
he was on,
let me-
he was
how
on,
many
he was
ti-
on the Lions team.
yeah.
How many
remember that.
times? How many times did he resign back to Detroit?
I
How
mean,
many times
every
did he resign? Every single
Twice?
time he was
Yeah, I would say,
available.
no, probably 3 or 4.
Why
Yeah.
not leave if you know it's not gonna get better?
He was
Because
loyal.
yeah, he's loyal. I mean,
He's loyal. Just like Damian Lillard.
Quarterback is the toughest position to leave from because the team that drafted you know is always going to overpay you, and you know they're going to build the team around you. I'm not sure the grass is greener on the other side. I know the Lions are probably going to stink, but also too, teams are so bought into their quarterback that it's very perfect example. Tom Brady became a free agent. 2 teams offered him. 2 teams. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, and only 2 teams wanted to sign him. There should have only been 2 teams in the NFL that weren't going after him, and that was the Chiefs and the Packers. Teams and quarterbacks are the weirdest thing in the world. So when you get drafted to a team as a quarterback, that's probably your team. For
And
the
you
rest
know,
of
it
your
was
career.
also another thing is that they talked about on like they did this Sunday football special with him or whatever. His wife had a brain tumor or whatever, and like the city of Detroit like raised money for him and like did a food drives for him and shit. Like they embraced him like they was their own family. So it was like that was their home. So it was he never wanted to leave, and I'm sure every single time it was up for an extension or every offseason, management came in and said, Matt, don't worry, Matt. We're gonna get somebody. We got draft picks, Matt. Don't
He'd
worry.
probably still be there if it wasn't for the trade.
Don't worry. No, he was gone no matter what.
Well, he asked for it was a mutual.
He asked
thing.
for the trade.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah.
He actually bought a. He had like an offer on a house in Indianapolis because he was going there. They like the Colts were trading for him, and then the Rams said, "Nope, we'll take that." So
Right.
yeah,
And also, we can't, he hasn't had like much playoff experience because he has been on like that dreadful Lions team with only Calvin Johnson to show for it. Everyone else, I mean, he wasn't there for Barry Sanders.
but that
He was
worries
just there
me.
for Calvin.
That lack of experience. I understand that he hasn't been there, but just because he hasn't been there doesn't mean he doesn't have experience. I mean, he doesn't have it. There's nothing that says Matthew Stafford.
I don't know. I don't think winning was
in the same breath you're saying that is the next breath you could say, but he also hasn't had a chance to show me. Like, so I get what you're like. He's an unknown.
We'll see what happens.
Like, because you can't use it as a knock against him, but you can't use it as a positive either. He's an unknown.
Because the snaps get down, they get lower and lower through the game. He starts trying to force things. And
he does have
tough out there.
The one thing he does have, which he can put to his name, is winning drives. I mean, that man.
He's also tough as hell too.
Right.
He's Detroit. I mean, he's fucking Detroit made. I mean, he's literally grew up in Detroit pretty much.
I watched him go 90 yards with 47 seconds left with no timeouts to beat the Falcons last year. Like, I know that was the Falcons, but that's impressive. I don't care anyway. 97 yards.
He's a dog.
With 40 seconds,
he's a dog.
No timeouts.
With no weapons, really. I mean, Galladay. That's really it.
Yeah, but everyone knew Galladay was the only weapon.
Yeah, and I guess Hawkinson too.
Von Miller to the Rams, man. Let's talk about it.
It's exciting. I don't know how much he has left in the tank. I hope we do not. I hope we don't have a lot of hair either. I hope we don't do the good old fashioned Rams shit and give him a fucking 5-year extension tomorrow. Let him finish. Let him play a game first before we extend him. But yeah, I'm excited. Rams soft for that. Explain that to me. Soft for doing better?
Yes, because everyone thinks that you're supposed to try to struggle to win, and if you add on pieces that make your team better, then that makes you soft. Because
Lawrence, do you remember what I said? Lawrence, remember what I said in the group chat? What? In our group chat, I said this. I said, Rams don't give a fuck about picks. We want to get better. I said, quote unquote, everybody else pussy. And that's what it is. It's the same shit every single year in the trade deadline comes around. Nobody does anything to make themselves any better.
Yeah, they scared.
Oh yeah, I'll grab fucking a third string cornerback. Maybe I'll add some depth to my. What the fuck is that gonna do for you? Is your third string cornerback gonna come in and win you a Super Bowl? No. Get better now. Fuck the draft pick.
It's the traditional way though. They're stuck in that way. And people aren't to that yet.
You know what the problem is? We have to wait. Colin Cowherd actually says it all the time. And the guy, people can say what they want about him, but some of his takes are actually right on point. It's these old owners. The GMs are afraid to take advantage. Like they feel like, well, these guys, they want us to go through the draft. We have to do this. The Rams are a team that have a new age owner that's ready to win now. He doesn't care how they get it done. Just get it done. So Les Snead knows I can do whatever the hell I want as long as we keep winning. Now let's take that into, we'll say, the Giants, like with Gettleman, because we all know he's a bad GM anyways. But let's just say Gettleman goes and starts selling the house now, right? And then it doesn't pay off for the first year and a half. You think the Giants are going to be okay with keeping Gettleman around? Absolutely not. But now that he's doing things their way with building through the draft, trying this, they're giving him enough leash.
I was about to say definitely with the Giants. Big market. They're gonna cut his head off.
But how big is? I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand. And when it finally hit me when the Rams did what they did for Goff, and I was like, that's kind of smart. You do what you can to get better ASAP, right? Like the Rams had no quarterback in the room at all, so they traded all their first round picks to get up to the first number 1 pick, right? Granted. I mean, you say what you will about Jared Goff. He won an NFC championship. He went to the playoffs 5 out of the 6 years that he started there. He went to a fucking Super Bowl. I mean, he did exactly what he had to do. And now what has happened since that happened? We traded away our first-round picks. We would have had, like, the 31st pick, the 28th pick, the 27th pick. Well, who are you getting there?
Right, and it's not to say that you can't, but do you know how much of a crapshoot it is?
Exactly.
To get an absolute bona fide stud.
Right.
Your odds of hitting in the third round are almost just as good as drafting at the back end of the first. For example, the Falcons took Takk McKinley at the back end of the first round. Okay, Takk McKinley is out of football right now. So you're telling me the Falcons are better off keeping that than trying like that? That's my point. Like, what?
I thought he was playing for someone.
No, he's a free agent at the moment.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Yeah, he went to Cleveland. He went to like 5 different teams who couldn't even pass a physical.
You know who got drafted in the 3rd round? Cooper Kupp, who is he's breaking Megatron's record as we speak. He is the best wide receiver in football right now. The Rams drafted him in the 3rd round.
Matt Stafford is the common denominator.
AK came out the 3rd too.
See, there's value in the draft, man. You got to find it. I mean, look at Cam Akers.
Well, that goes to your scouts though. Like
That's what I'm like. It's just,
Like,
if,
bro,
if you know you're picking between, I mean, mid-20s to 32, your odds of hitting on an absolute stud to me are the same as they are in the third round.
It's like what we did with like Jalen Ramsey. For another example, real quick, we traded away 2 years of first round picks for Jalen Ramsey. The first round pick that was drafted for Jalen Ramsey, he's just got cut from the Jaguars. Last year I think it was. You're not finding a Jalen Ramsey in the first round, at least at 20 plus. You're not. I mean, you got to find.
Right. That's if you're in the top 5, then yeah, it's crazy.
Even still, honestly, you're not finding a Jalen Ramsey. It's generational talent.
I'm just talking trading draft picks in general. If you know you're a perennial top 5 draft pick team, then yeah, maybe I shouldn't be giving away my next 5 first round picks.
Right.
But if I'm going to be drafting in the back of the first round, there's no problem me giving away those picks.
Right.
I mean, I think that goes to like to say a lot about the teams around the league. Like their scouts are just awful. Like they get these guys and they hype them up and then they come and play and then they're released in a year.
They're just not good.
And there's such a short leash on some of these guys.
It's a very small leash.
Bro, shout out. Listen, anytime I think about draft classes, I think about the 2017 Saints. Like they came in and they fucking hit 5 for 5 in the draft.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
absolutely insane.
Speaking of terrible scouts, whoever gives the Patriots ideas to draft their wide receivers in the first round the last couple of years, they need to be fired as well because those wide receivers have been terrible.
That's a perfect example. Like N'Keal Harry, the Patriots are always drafting in the back half of the first round, right? And they kept the picks and they get a guy like N'Keal Harry. Don't you think, looking back now, Belichick and them I wish I would have packaged a couple of first round picks and went out and got an OBJ when he was available.
Or how about, or even like a Van Jefferson who was available
who's
in the second round.
Who's the last stud draft pick for you? Either any of y'all teams.
I mean, I'm just saying honestly, AJ Terrell right now is out of that draft class the best corner in football. So it was just last year, but
Dante Hightower or Chandler Jones maybe.
Oh, but actually, the Falcons like clear-cut stuff that no one's going to argue with you about is Julio Jones. And do you know how the Falcons got Julio Jones? We traded away our whole farm of draft picks to get him. Like that's. I
think I'd probably say Chandler Jones or Dante Hightower.
Yeah, that
from my end.
Bro. And listen, man.
The last stud player.
Scouts did a wonderful job in 2017 for the Saints.
I don't have the last stud.
Aaron Donald.
I got I was going to say Aaron Donald or Cooper Kupp. Yeah, obviously Aaron Donald because.
Yeah. But that's right. That's what, it depends on what your definition. Because like obviously Julio Jones was a star.
Well, somebody that was good, like the crucial part.
Well, Grady Jarrett,
as well. A
lot of the guys like Neil said, Cooper Kupp was third round. Like Grady Jarrett, the Falcons got in like the 4th or 5th round. Deion Jones, we got in the 3rd round. Like most of the time, your studs are not coming out of the top unless they're a top 5 pick.
It's funny, like that same draft class that we grabbed Aaron Donald in. We got him at 13. We had the 2nd pick in that draft too, and you know who we drafted? We drafted the offensive tackle out of Auburn, Greg Robinson. He hasn't played football.
Well, that was a god awful draft. That was just a terrible draft, like in general.
So that's what I'm saying though. Like it's such a if you look at our last our first round draft picks that we've had. Let's go. We got Sam Bradford. What the fuck did he do? Robert Quinn was great defensive end. He was defensive player of the year, possibly. Michael Brockers was very good for a long time. Tavon Austin, complete bust. Alec Ogletree, bust. Greg Robinson, absolute bust. Aaron Donald, obviously the best player of all time. Todd Gurley, bad knee. And Jared Goff. If those are your last first round picks, like why are you even bother? There's like 3 players that are even still in the league on that whole list.
Also, I think Gronk was a mid to late first round or second round.
Here he goes, mid to late.
that was accurate. That was an accurate statement, though.
Low to mid, high tier.
In 17, the Saints got Lattimore, Remchek, Marcus Williams, Alvin Kamara, and I think they got Trey Hendrickson, 5 for fucking 5.
That's pretty good. Yeah, we don't have a first round draft pick until 2024. 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, actually,
Jacksonville has it. 2022 and 2023, Detroit has it.
Oh shit! The Saints drafted Boston Scott. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Falcons did absolute work in that. We got Keanu Neal, Deion Jones, Austin Hooper, Devondre Campbell. Like that was a draft and a half. but why are they not mentioning Grady Jarrett when I'm like 90% positive that's when he was drafted too? Regardless, you get the point.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some other notable first round picks by Patriots: Sony Michel, Dominic Easley. Malcolm Brown was decent. Chandler Jones, Nate Solder, Devin McCourty, Gerard Mayo, Brandon Mayweather, Vince Wilfork, great player.
Some
Logan
Brandon
Mankins.
Merriweather.
I mean,
Ben
I would
Watson,
say,
Damon Woody, Richard Seymour, Ty Law.
yeah. And I would say, let's see, in 2000, I would say 2019, 2020, the Rams had home run hits on their whole class. In 2019, every single person that we drafted is on our team still and plays. And in 2020, every single person that we drafted is on our team still and plays. We got Cam Akers, Van Jefferson, Terrell Lewis, Terrell Burgess, all play still. So the scouting in the later rounds is very good for us. Who gives a fuck about first round
Also,
picks?
I've noticed with the Patriots, they're decent at drafting defensively. They just can't draft it offense that well. They've hit like with Gronk and some others, but wide receivers and other.
Braxton Berrios, man.
Do you know why that is? Because Bill Belichick is your GM that signs off on all decisions, and Bill Belichick is a great defensive mind.
Right. He knows what he wants on defense.
There is your problem with having a head coach be your GM.
Kenny, would you say this is a fair comparison to say it's kind of like with Jim Boeheim picks his players for the team? He picks his players that he thinks are going to be great at the 2-3 zone. Doesn't really worry about anything else except
that's
that 2-3
right. And I was just going to get into that. Actually, that's your problem with when you in the NFL. If you have your head coach also be your GM, they build like a college program. They just bring in their guys
that they think is perfect for their.
A lot of Rutgers players,
and that isn't sustainable in the NFL level because you have to answer to somebody. In college is different. It's your whole program. You do whatever the hell you want, but
right.
Yeah.
But anyways, to go full circle back to what we were talking about at the beginning, I think we robbed the Broncos. Obviously, we put a paper bag over their head and fucked them. We fleeced them. Von Miller, he's only 32. I mean, you say what you will about 32, but Tom Brady's 45. So
different position.
I know, but I'm just saying.
And last season he came off a major injury.
And Tom Brady has more hair than him.
Also, why did the Broncos and Rams not talk about this deal last week when you guys traded Kenny Young there?
Apparently this trade was made. That's why he didn't play. His ankle was apparently fine. He had this big Halloween party. There's a huge story about this Halloween party that he had, the $100,000 Halloween party at his house that Quavo came to, and he was saying goodbye to everybody. So apparently the trade was done. It didn't obviously go through until trade time.
Gotcha. No, because I was just saying to myself, I
don't know why.
I just completed a trade last week. Why didn't you just, I don't know.
No, I said the same thing, but I saw Jalen Ramsey tweeting. He was tweeting a bunch of faces, like he knew something was coming. There was an NFL insider that said I've been told that a blockbuster trade is going to happen between an AFC and an NFC team, and everybody's like, who's it going to be? And I was like, okay, if we're talking about a blockbuster trade and an NFC team's involved, who the fuck do you think it's going to be? Fuck them picks.
All right, man. How about, bro? Mike Vick White.
Damn it.
The Bengals, man. Come on, man. How they do that?
Well, it's easy.
It's easy. It's a trap game.
Also, Mike Vick White and the other Mike, Michael Carter, he balled out that game.
Bro, so did Elijah Moore.
Elijah
Moore did too.
Jameson Crowder did too.
But you know what?
This happened. Be a problem.
This happened last year. This happened last year to the Rams at the Rams Stadium. The winless Jets came in and beat them up with Sam Darnold. It's just easy. And you can win any given Sunday. You go into a game, you walk into your stadium like,
You said that was part of the plan, though.
I mean, I say it all. There's always a trap game that happens, and everyone overreacts to the team that loses to it, and it's like I just don't. It's actually the same reason why we're not talking about the Rams as being the clear-cut best team because they lost to the Cardinals, which I said that game was a trap game because it came right off of the Bucs game.
And it was also the fact that we've historically beaten them 9 out of 9 times.
What's the definition of a trap game, please?
Trap game. I mean, typically
a game that your team believes they can just walk right through it, walk in and win, and it ends up being a trap. It's a trap.
And typically it comes either right before or right after your team has had a big game or an emotional game. Those are typically exactly what happens with trap games.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just going with the Bengals, I mean, all of us like don't expect the Bengals to win the division, but they could probably make a run for the playoffs, at least in the playoff hunt near the end of the season.
For sure.
Because I think they were like first place in the AFC for like what, a week, and no one actually thought they were going to keep that momentum up. No one's going to think. I mean, I don't think Jamar Chase is going to have another 200-yard game. I think that was pretty much his ceiling for the year. I think
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
200-yard game for Jamar Chase.
I don't know about that.
It's very. Think about it. Have you seen?
We've been going back to before he got in the league, bro.
Yeah, because all Joe Burrow has to do is hit on 2 of his deep balls to him, and there's 140 right there. Look at that. That's his game plan. If he hits on the 2 deep balls, that's 140.
Yeah,
and him after the catch is ridiculous.
Right.
You saw that against the Ravens. Like, he had 3 people around him spinning off. Like
his floor is 95 yards. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Are you talking about is 200 possible again? Come on, bro.
I got to check their schedule, but I don't think it's possible again.
The only way I can see him not getting it is if he has like a nagging injury that prevents him from extending plays.
They got Cleveland, Vegas, Pittsburgh, LA, San Francisco.
That's tough. That's a tough stretch right there.
They got Denver, Baltimore. They got Kansas City. He'll do it against them.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I just think that the Bengals started off a good 5-2, but I think they're gonna come down to earth a little bit and probably either barely make the playoffs or barely miss the playoffs. So, I think they'll barely. I think they'll barely miss the playoffs.
Right. I don't know. I like the Bengals, man. Like, they got their pieces.
They have a bright future, though. I like them too.
Yeah, they got the fucking.
They get that O-line.
3 Saints
together.
players that I wanted to stay on my team.
Tragic.
Nah, super.
Who's the third one? Von Miller. Oh no, sorry.
Von Bell.
Von Bell.
Oh no,
Henderson.
I'm tripping. They took a picture. The Jets and the Bengals. It was Sheldon Rankins, Morstead, Von Bell, Trey Hendrickson.
Oh, Rankins is there too.
Oh, no, Rankins is the Jets. He's with the Jets.
They all pulled together after the game.
Yeah, they did a jersey swap and everything. And then you had Eli Apple. I miss Eli Apple a little bit. Give suspense.
No, Rick, I 100% think Jamar Chase breaks the rookie record. Not only breaks it, I think he should.
Phil, if you go back to, I forget when me and Kenny were saying it before he even got in the league last year, bro. Like, people thought Justin Jefferson was good. Like, this guy
Jamar
is
Chase
5 times better than him,
yes.
bro.
Like
he's
if
way better.
If Jamar Chase came out of college the year that Justin Jefferson did, Jamar Chase would have been the #1 draft pick.
I believe it.
I think
the number one wide receiver.
I think that's I think that's everyone's rookie of the year favorite right now.
Bro, if he can't,
Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
Oh, by far.
Yeah, it's not even.
It's going to be very hard, especially with the way these quarterbacks are playing right now for rookie of the year. It's going to be very hard to not pick Jamar Chase.
Bro, listen.
It's basically a 2-man race right now, basically.
He was doing that to Marlon Humphrey, barbecue chicken. They saying he the best man coverage corner in the league.
Where is he right now for yardage? 800, 700 maybe?
I don't know. Probably up there.
He's second in the league, I think.
Yeah, he probably close to 9 by now.
Also, if you want to know where he's at, and the NFL receiving yards rankings, you can check IBTE Sports on IG.
Rookie record was broke by Justin Jefferson, right? Last year.
Pretty positive because they asked Justin Jefferson about breaking it. Justin Jefferson said, "Oh yeah, he's gonna break it. I hope he does." Like, he was very open about it. Like,
with an extra game, bro. Like, this is not.
I think I have it on my phone too.
It's not good for the AFC.
Jamar Chase is third with 786. Deebo Samuel's second at 819.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp's first 924.
786, and he's halfway through the year. So he just has to literally just keep on pace what he's doing, and he'll break it.
It's just a side note, side promo. You can find out who's top 5 in all the receiving, passing, rushing yard categories tomorrow on the IBT IG. So make sure you guys tune in for that.
Yeah.
If Cooper Kupp gets 76 receiving yards in the next game, he'll become the 5th player in pro football history with at least 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns in the first 9 games of a season.
Yeah. Also, side note, speaking of the IBT Sports IG, Kenny had a hot take for today. Do you want to tell us the hot take, Kenny?
Yeah, it's a hot take, and I stand by it. 10 toes down. I know they have 6 wins right now, but Derrick Henry does not come back for the Titans this year. They don't win more than 9 games. That means that they're only going to win 3 more games this year. And I stand by that because Derrick Henry has been winning them football games single-handedly on his back. I don't care what anyone says.
Baseball stats, too.
Yeah, we got all that.
World Series. And then we obviously put that on the IG, and we took a poll to see how many people would like Kenny's take or not. 67% people said it was a cold take.
I think it's funny that I said this 4 weeks ago, I believe, on the podcast when I said that the Titans were live or die by Derrick Henry.
And none of us disagreed with you, but we just said good luck trying to stop him. Well, now he's out of the game, so it's
because the thing is about him, bro.
I don't think any of us disagreed, Neil.
The thing is with him, he go into a game, he can have 12 carries for 25 yards. Then they at the 19, and then he breaks that shit. And then the defense soul is gone, and then it's downhill after that. Then he's got 15 rushes for 195 yards, and then
That's what happened against.
and then you have the fourth quarter after trying to tackle him all game.
Right.
You still have to go back and tackle him some more.
Right. And it just is a lot of play action.
over. Is there another metaphor for that? Run through a motherfucking face.
Right. With all those like plays, with all that running, it just sets up the play action for Julio when he's healthy and AJ Brown. So just a perfect combination for the Titans. But now that's gone. So
something to bring up might be controversial too. I don't know. We could bring it up, talk about it real quick. Chris Carter got sent out his top 5 who he believes have the best hands in the NFL.
Yeah, hang on though. I wasn't done with the Derrick Henry thing before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
You got stat man.
I didn't know there's anything else to say. I mean, he's not playing. They're not going to win 9 games. What else is there?
No, I'm just saying like how I came up with this here.
All right.
What's the rest of it?
Go ahead. Explain that.
Let's hear it.
He said he wasn't trying to listen to the 67%. That's what he said.
Feed him the hate.
They have the Rams. They're going to lose that game. They have the Saints without Derrick Henry. I think the Saints can beat them.
Yeah.
They have the Texans. They'll probably beat the Texans. The
7.
Patriot game is now a toss-up without Derrick Henry. You should beat the Jags. You'll lose to the Steelers. You honestly could probably lose the Niners. That's a toss-up game now.
Okay.
The Dolphins is a toss-up game, and the Texans you have a guy.
9.
Wait, hold on.
I think they still smoke the Dolphins.
I don't know.
That's a toss-up game now. I'm like look at the game.
Kenny is shitting out, bro. I was challenging in the chat,
but I'm not. That's just how great.
Julius is in the
chat.
I'm
not mad at you, bro.
I'm just saying unless I've been watching.
I'm about to tag him.
Unless I've been watching different football this year, has or has not Derrick Henry been single-handedly winning them games? Like,
where's Julius?
True, but I just think the only game I have the problem with is the Dolphins, just because I don't think the defense is gonna withhold AJ Brown at all, and even with no Derrick Henry, I just don't think the Titans could get a win against Miami.
Sooner or later, Miami play against Buffalo this weekend. Too?
Sooner or later, Miami's defense is going to come back to what it was. I don't understand.
It was almost there last week. Buffalo was in trouble there.
You've got 2 of the best corners in the league. Sooner or later, they're going to stop letting up the most yards in the league. Like they have to, right? They have to.
Hopefully they have to.
And let's not forget, it's still Ryan Tannehill.
I just posted it in the chat. I tagged them. I want to see if they come in there.
All right, so let me see if y'all agree with this top 5 best hands in the NFL.
I saw it.
Hands team, Chris Carter.
Cooper Cup.
He put number 1 DeAndre Hopkins. He put number 2 at Stephon Diggs. He put number 3 at Scary Terry. Number 4 Cooper Kupp, and number 5 Keenan Allen.
Wait. I thought Cooper was
Devontae Adams isn't there?
I thought Cooper Kupp was 3.
No.
I swear his name was in the middle of the list.
It's Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, Terry McLaurin, Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins.
As of right now,
it's 5 hours ago. He posted it.
I like the list.
Oh, there he is.
Very delusional.
Say what you want about being delusional, man. It is what it is. Derrick Henry was the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah, he said no more than 9. You ain't got your savior. He said it's over for y'all, basically.
That's all I'm saying.
9 don't get you in.
9 might get him in with that division, though.
Oh,
true.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
That's why
I think the Colts play a lot better now. That
especially if you got Carson Wentz shaving points.
Back.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz does shave points. We have seen that is true.
Yeah,
that is confirmed.
Definitely did, bro. That play in the end zone, bro. What was he thinking?
Bro, listen, we have discussed this on IBTE Sports, and we all agree that Vegas won a lot of money this past weekend. In case anybody was wondering, Neil, who had
253 tutties on their head.
your boy Neil went 5 for 5 in gambling picks the week before, and this past week we went 1 for 5, and I also picked 3 games total correct, 4 games actually because I got picked KC Monday night. So Vegas,
look for his picks, man. Go bet your money on him.
Don't bet your money on me. The ultimate fleece god is Vegas. Carson is poop, Chaz. That is true. Carson is poop. But just to go back to that hands team shit, I think I don't agree with Terry McLaurin being in there over Devontae Adams. Bleacher Report Gridiron tweeted it.
Well, he didn't put Devontae Adams.
No, Devontae Adams isn't on that.
That's what I was wondering.
Hold on.
It says hands, not like
that's
hands.
I
know. I think Devontae Adams has good hands.
Terry's like that.
Yeah,
I know
he's like that.
Terry's made catches that I've never seen before in my life.
Bro, the ball is thrown to him. He's catching it.
He had like, what was the stat? He had a drop in over pass yards over 70 yards or some shit like that, or 50 yards.
Hopkins, Diggs, McLaurin, Kupp, and Allen. Yep. Cooper Kupp is 4th.
Yep.
Cooper Kupp is 4th. Okay.
I think it's a good list for sure. It's a good list. I mean, I've seen Cooper Kupp make some catches that's like, how are you catching that ball?
Hold on.
Will we count Daniel Jones as reliable hands because of that?
Oh.
I mean, he's
Kenny, address your boys. Kenny, address the boys in the chat. Now they need an explanation.
Oh, I ran.
Y'all act like Henry won the last game. That's true. Henry did not win the last game.
And guess what?
You know who won the last game for y'all? Carson Wentz.
That's right. It was against the Colts, who we all would agree are not really a great football team right now, right or wrong.
Yo, what up, Jackson?
And then when Derrick Henry only got you 68 yards, you only beat him by 3 points, and it took overtime to do it.
And he also broke his foot in that game.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, that was a clear indication of what life is going to be like without Derrick Henry.
Yo, Jackson, I've been saying the Rams are going to the Super Bowl for the past 20 years, so yes. Every season is every year.
Time.
Yeah.
Is Keenan Allen? Wait, hold on. I'm just reading the comments of this post. They said Keenan Allen's like second most in drops or something. Check.
This year?
Season? Probably.
Yikes.
He's been having him. I've been watching him. He's been having a rough time out there.
Yep.
He's on my team.
Damn.
I'm watching him drop.
That's PPR league, man.
And then he puts his hands on his head like this. Drop.
I guess we should bring it up since it is on the thumbnail. Just some thoughts on the Henry Ruggs situation. Obviously, I think it's fucking terrible. All parties involved.
That's a fact.
He's stupid as fuck for that. The NFL has a driving service he could have called. There's Uber. There's Lyft. He was with his girlfriend.
The NFL doesn't. Don't they have a service?
They have a driving service that you can call for players.
No matter where you're at.
Yep. But I also, obviously, I think it's terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sticking up for him at all. But at the end of the day, he's 22 years old. We can't all sit here and point blame like we haven't done stupid shit at 22. It just so happens to be
I'm
that.
sorry, I got to stop you there though, because at 22 years old, all of us knew better than to get behind the wheel of a car drunk and drive 156 miles an hour.
I agree.
So I get what you're saying, but it's not like he made a boo-boo, like he posted something stupid when he was drunk. Like he got behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
With somebody else, and
that's
he took
true.
somebody's life.
I agree.
I'm sorry,
A lot of lives were ruined because of it. But we also don't know, man. Like I know for a fact, everybody that's sitting in this chat with me right now has had people that have guided them and brought them up a lot better than people have. So you never know where his. I mean, there was a story that dropped today that said he would have died in a car accident if he didn't. Something happened like 5 years ago or some shit like that. If he didn't get sick, he would have died in a car accident or something like that. Something crazy. So I mean, the man's life in general was fucked up as it is. It's fucked up. Everything's fucked up. I feel for him. I feel for the family that lost their daughter, their aunt, their uncle, their niece, their cousin, whatever she is to them. It's a crazy situation, and it's two young lives dropped down a drain for no good reason. Actually, we don't even know yet if it could be 3 or not because his girlfriend was in the passenger seat, and apparently she has critical injuries as well. It's just crazy.
My take on it is. Like at the end of the day, bro, it's a new age, like where you see this stuff all the time. Like he's got to be conscious to know, like, all right, I'm even if you get like even him being drunk or whatever it is, right? He's got his girlfriend with him. Oh, maybe I don't know if she was drunk or whatever it is, but bro, like 160 miles per hour
in a 40-mile-per-hour lane.
Like at this point, and that probably definitely had turns. Because it's not gonna be 40 miles per hour limit and it going straight.
I think it was like the equivalent to like the Parkway or like Oriskany Boulevard.
Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous.
Or like Commercial Drive or some shit like that. It was like it's like Rainbow Boulevard, I think it's called. So it's like
and to be honest, he probably had stuff going on in his life to be even at that point.
Well, he had a loaded gun. Like why are you riding around with a loaded gun? So there was some other shit. I mean, the mugshot of him completely heartbreaking of a guy that's just he does not look like he wants to be on this planet anymore. And you can't blame him for what happened. Honestly, his life is done. Like he's done for, and he took somebody else's life. So you've ruined multiple lives in this situation. And it's crazy.
I looked up the stuff too, just the charges and all that they giving to him now.
2 to 20 years, and Las Vegas is pushing. Nevada's pushing for 10 at least.
Yeah, because the DUI result, well, basically the manslaughter is 3 to 14 in Nevada alone, yep. And then you got reckless driving, which is another felony. So,
yep. 2 to 20 years, and I guess the state of Nevada is.
They're going to make an example out of him.
They're going to make an example out of him because they don't want this to happen to other athletes. Now they have a hockey team there. They have this football team there. Which is why they didn't want to
bring them there to begin with.
It doesn't matter.
Other athletes, just people in general.
Yeah. But anything.
Pedestrians.
If anything, you're going to set an example for this right now because this is an athlete with money, and not just an athlete, but somebody who could have been a star. He was going off this year, right? Like he was having a career year. He was just 18 months ago. He was a top draft pick. So they're going to throw the book at him.
And he was.
I mean,
you can say shit. He was. What is he? 2-3 years from being the face of the franchise. Depending on how it goes.
You get Darren Waller out of there, Derek Carr's out of there, and you're right. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Also, we live in a day and age where we have like so many resources. There's Uber. There's I don't know how many contacts he had in Las Vegas, but he could ask a teammate. There's just so many resources he could have had, and we also don't know what he was going through in that entire issue. But yeah, one of those things the thing that happened was highly inexcusable, and hopefully a lot of people learn from this, even though it's already been happening for a while now.
And I think this speaks a lot to the Raiders as an organization too. I mean, you just had the whole John Gruden thing happen, and if Henry Ruggs did have a lot of things going on in life where like you don't check in on your play.
How do you not check in on him?
That's and then when John Gruden first got there, they brought in Richie Incognito, who was
known for bullying.
Like I'm just like, obviously, you're not blaming the Raiders at all for whatever, but just in general, like that organization is not a well-run organization. Right. If you are a young guy, that is not the team you want to land on, in my opinion.
I was gonna say a lot of these teams, bro, they don't care.
You see the comment?
No.
His girl was just recently promoted to the head of Raiders PR.
Wow.
Not no more. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But praise out to them. Hopefully shit is a lesson learned. I'm pretty sure it's a lesson learned for them already.
Sure. For sure. And this brings up a point that was made clear to me in my life years ago. Nothing good happens after 3:00 in the morning. Nothing good happens after 1:30 in the morning, right? 1:30.
Oh, I was gonna keep going down. I was about to say shit.
Bro.
I learned in college 12, bro.
When 12 o'clock, I was just gonna say, when 12 a.m. hits, there's nothing good that can. You've had you usually start going like 8:30, 7:30. You've had 4+ hours to chill and do whatever you want to do. What else is happening after that? Right. Nothing. Go fucking home.
Exactly. There's nothing else you can do that you haven't done for the last 4 hours except for getting in trouble at this point.
There's nothing good that can come after. We can all agree. 12 a.m.
I used to live by that in college, bro. I'm out.
Absolutely, same here.
Out.
See, like I said, I knew for a fact, sitting in here with these three guys, we were all raised with better standards, better morals than what a lot of these people in the NFL have. I mean, we look at just these past couple of years. Kareem Hunt beat the shit out of a woman. Ray Rice punched his wife in the face. We got this example right here with Henry Ruggs. Like, It's just constant. And it happens at the MLB with their young players with domestic violence and shit like that. These athletes are raised differently. It's a different type of shit, man. I don't know if they're put on a pedestal. They think that doesn't matter what they do.
No, that's exactly, bro. That's
Right?
exactly
Like,
what.
it
That's
doesn't
exactly
matter what I
what
can
it
do.
is.
They've been bailed out of trouble their whole
Right.
childhood because they're going to the league. We'll take care of them.
Yeah.
But now when they get to the league, the law doesn't care.
No,
Like
you're not 17 anymore.
You're
not in middle school anymore.
Like they didn't grow up. They're still the 12-year-old kid that was the best Little League, Pop Warner, AAU basketball player in their mind. That's
And
still there.
also, side note, also, the NFL is terrible at holding players accountable when those actions do happen.
For a fact, just out of the people that I named, Kareem Hunt's playing. I mean, there's
got-
videotape of
and
him
then-
beating a woman up. He's playing every Sunday.
Ray
I read
Rice
an article-
only got suspended after a video came out.
Literally played after this happened, and then he got suspended because there's a video.
I read an article on the whole Henry Ruggs thing, and it was just like pretty much the headline of it was protect the shield. So that's what they're gonna do at all costs. Like if they can sweep it under the rug to protect the shield, because if it comes out, they're gonna take hits. So if they can sweep it under the rug, they're gonna do that. And like for people that don't think this shit is so corrupt and foul, and they're just so naive. Like, you could just see these things happen over and over and over again.
Constantly.
Like, think about it back to the Cowboys and was it 13 to 15? The whole D-line
Greg Hardy
was like domestic violence, and all of them played the entire season.
Yeah.
The entire season. They really don't care.
I mean, this problem goes back years. I mean, we talked about it today in the group chat. Like, Ray Lewis killed a woman. Like, he literally killed somebody. And just played football for years and years after that. Granted, he came out and said he was so sorry. Oh, my God. If that was 5 years, 10 years later, he is not playing. The world is different now. You look at Mike Vick. Mike Vick had a whole dogfighting ring in his basement.
Time out, though. Mike Vick, he served time and was out of the league, though. To me, he's different than those other guys. Ray Lewis saw nothing.
Yeah, that's true. He did have nothing. Yeah.
Dante Stallworth. Nothing.
Nothing.
These guys
killed somebody.
Yeah,
nothing happened.
That's like Mike Vick. Actually went to jail, served his time. At that point, you gone to jail, you come out. You should be now allowed to have your second.
And
chance.
that to me speaks way more volumes too for Mike Vick going away for that versus what if that's just regular humans?
That's not happening.
You feel me? So that even right there, when that was happening and I got older to understand, I'm damn.
Bro, if
They
Mike
they really slayed this man. No disrespect to people that love animals and everything, but they really slayed that
That's
man.
why. That's what happened. If he killed somebody instead of fought dogs, he would have been in the league still.
Yeah, I mean, he rightfully so went to jail. I'm not against it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But when him getting out and doing what he deserved a second chance. When you got guys like Ray Lewis, we all know killed someone and gets away with it.
But where do you put your second chances at? Where do you draw the line at he deserves a second chance?
Nah, bro.
Who gets a second chance?
In my opinion, if you've gone to prison or jail and you get out, that there's your second chance. There's a reason why there's a time limit on when you go to jail. If you're not supposed to have a second chance, they would never let you out. Right or wrong?
Bro. This is my. Are you saying second chance for the? You saying second chance for the NFL or second chance for life?
For the NFL, for example, we were talking about Mike Vick. I'm just saying.
Yeah, for the sake of this argument, I'm talking the NFL.
So people knew Mike was a good. He's a good dude.
He went to jail for running his ring, right? So he got out of jail. So you're going to tell him now, well, you served your time. The law says you did what you were supposed to do, but you can never play football again.
Listen, this is my thing. Right?
That's all I'm saying.
We know. Listen, this is my thing about the whole NFL and all these people that get in trouble. They know what the fuck they're doing. So, when we talk about giving them second chances, you've seen enough examples on planet Earth.
We're not getting second chances.
Us
four guys right here.
Here's my point. Listen, if you go to jail tomorrow, Neil, okay, and they tell you 5 years, okay, and you get out, are you never going to be able to get another job ever in your life because you went to jail?
Well,
or do you get another chance to get it?
Well, I'm not getting a job as equivalent to what I had before I went to jail.
Rightfully so, because certain jobs you need certain things. But the NFL does not have in their bylaws that you can't be a felon, right or wrong. Now, if that,
I know
But
that.
if it was in their bylaws that you can't be a felon, then yes,
the league will be
technically you're
watered down,
No,
boy.
but if that's the case, then yes, you would have a point. But technically, like if your job doesn't hold felonies against you, then going to jail should not be what determines whether or not you get your job back when you get out of jail.
All right, man. We've been on this topic for a little while. We could go all night on this.
Before we end the topic, so my whole point with the second chances thing, let's say Henry Ruggs goes to jail for 2 to 5 years. He comes out. Does he get a second chance in the league?
Technically, by rule, the league cannot tell him you can't come back. It'll be now up to the team if they want to take on that criticism.
That's facts. The league will be watered if they put like Kenny said, if they had a bylaw that if you have a felony, you can no longer play in the league. It's over. All of our offensive line, D line, receivers, tight ends, quarterbacks, gone.
Well, that's all public record. You can search every single one of those people and find
all
out
of
if they
them
have felonies or not.
Even if they're like low level, like it's over.
Yeah, I mean, just going off what Neil asked, like Kenny's right, by law, technically you can still, have a record and play in the NFL. But I mean, in my opinion, it's not worth the PR. But higher offices are going to want him because he's a decent player and they still have the potential.
I don't think he ever comes back. And the thing is, too,
you gotta pack it up, bro. Like,
if he serves 5 years, so he's 22. So he'll be, just for the sake of front office, I look at things. He'll be 27, out of football for 5 years. It's not worth the hassle bringing him in. I'm just,
and you gotta.
There's more that goes into it morally, but I'm just from the NFL's perspective, that's how they're gonna look at it.
You gotta think about it this way too. Like, of course, once he gets out, he's gonna have to try to figure out
his
life,
right?
Exactly.
So he's gonna, and the way to do that. Even if he gets to play for 1 year, he can set himself up because there's going to be millions of dollars that come with that. So he's going to feel like, okay, I should be able to do that. But at the same time, bro, you were involved in someone's demise. You personally should feel like you should to play in the league is a privilege. That privilege.
That's a good point.
Internally, you should feel like he's going to probably feel like I should play again, but. Inside, bro, you did the worst thing. You almost took your girl out, yourself out, and you took somebody else out.
That's true. That's
so
a really
you
good
shouldn't,
point.
and you shouldn't be able to personally, that would be me. Like I wouldn't be I could still be talented, bulked up, still fast, and I would still feel like, damn, I'm in this fucking practice stretching right now. I was in part of someone's.
That's what if I was him, I already know I would not have the mental fortitude to come back and just go back.
Way.
If I was him, I would do my time. I would come out and I would try to make a difference for people. I would set up some sort of hotline for people for drunk driving or people that have, some sort of maybe a scholarship in her name, some sort of fund or something like that. I would come out immediately.
Not to mention the most important thing is social media. They're going to crush his mental. Right. There's no way he plays.
And not to compare, because you can't compare it's apples and oranges. But when Mike Vick did his thing, came out, sir.
No social media.
No social media. And he did open up foundations and stuff to educate people on why this is bad. Right. He is now the face of Peter. He did actually learn from this. Football wasn't the first thing on his mind. There's a difference,
Yeah, Rick.
Right, Rick.
I know, Rick. It's that Grape Street shit. All right.
Chill. Yeah,
Let's
my boy LE pulled up. My boy LE pulled up looking like a California drug deal outside. My neighbors was like, "Oh boy."
But listen. Fred walking his dog. His two dogs looked over like,
"What's going on over there?"
He said, how you get how that? Hold on. I was about to say some crazy.
No, I know. I was gonna say it too. I was
about to say, listen, Simpson, chill guidelines. I was about to get crazy on the pod.
Editing.
But bro, he looked
got
at me,
down
bro.
And looked at him.
Nah. He really looked at me like he said, "Damn, that's a nice car." And he saw who was. I put the window down and saw I was driving. He said, that was definitely you know what, But nah, that's
hello, officer.
Well, listen, I got down that block in South Utica, so I was like, I'm out of here. Oh man!
So what we got?
It's just a sweatshirt, sir. It was just a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So last week, Phil led the way with 11 wins. I had 8.
Let's go.
Lawrence had 5. Neil had 4. So now Phil and I are tied in the top spot. Lawrence is 7 games behind us, and Neil is 13.
Big comeback.
Damn, I'm 13 games, but Woo!
He said that bring your eyes out.
He was a whole
Thank you,
NFL
bro.
schedule
Thank
behind.
you.
He was a whole week behind.
He need to
Actually,
go perfect for the next 2 weeks.
There's I think there's 13 games this week, so you got to get them all right. We got to get them all wrong.
That's
I'm
tough.
saying. And
That's
half the
tough.
time we
Hey,
pick a game, it's gonna be I'm picking the same game as y'all. That's why I've been trying to make.
5 1 week. It's possible.
I went 5 for 5 in bets. That may not pick them
Exactly.
all to win.
Bro, this would have been the week to pick the opposite, like the underdogs.
I know,
Like,
I
it would
fucked
have
up.
been money.
Yeah, like,
the
when I saw you guys all pick Washington and Detroit, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to come back.
I got caught up, bro.
Cleveland at Cincinnati, Mr. Negative 13 games.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Mr. Paul George himself.
Now this is just me here. I'm not talking bets here. I'm talking strictly dubs. If I'm talking just a money line bet, I'm gonna go Cincinnati here. I think there's too much noise going on in Cleveland right now. I think by the time this game plays, I think OBJ is gonna be off the team. I don't think Baker Mayfield's good. He's hurt. He's not good. And I think Cincinnati outscores him. I'm gonna go Cincy.
I mean, that's the point to win an NFL game, but
They outscore him.
yeah.
Philip?
I'm gonna have to go with Cincinnati as well. I completely agree with Neil. There's too many distractions around the Cleveland Browns with OBJ's dad and other instances. Plus, like Neil said, Baker Mayfield's hurt, and I think that the Bengals badly need to rebound after that loss to the Jets, and the Browns are just a stone in their road to redemption. So I got them.
The real EC Nerwall?
Yeah, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
I'm glad you told me that was your first name spelled backwards, because I was thinking it's some type of whale or like the little
I had
horn
no idea what
seal.
that was.
I was like, is that an actual Nerwall?
Oh, he's going with the. Oh!
Hey,
Ah! Now hit him with it.
Get gritty. Get
Hit him with
gritty.
it.
hey, wait for it. Hey,
That's what I'm going with, man. Listen, Phil said he couldn't reach 200. He might do it again this week.
I hope he reaches
That
199.
team is in disarray right now. They're kicking players out of practice, telling them to stay home. They're in trouble. Since he by 2 possessions, fam.
It's SNC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at Cincy. I got Cincy too, especially coming
Yeah.
off that loss to the Jets.
Oh, fuck it. All 4 of us got Cincy? See, how am I supposed to make up ground if
You
we're
want
picking
you
the
want
same
you want to
team?
change your pick?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. Go ahead.
You
I'm
guys
not
have to
changing
change
no
your pick.
No, fuck you.
You know what? I'll do it so we can pick games that all of our teams are involved in this week. So the next game we'll do is New England at Carolina. Philip.
As you can tell by my username this week, Panthers mid team, mid quarterback, who I thought was actually gonna have like a decent year. Mid Robbie Anderson this year, worse than mid. DJ Moore
So hold on. So if they're mid, what does that make you?
higher. Also, high mid.
Middle to mid.
Mid?
High mid.
high mid. I
right,
think we don't even know if Sam Darnold's even playing this game because PJ Walker might be there. I haven't seen much from PJ Walker. I think that this is Stephon Gilmore's revenge game apparently since they're playing against each other. But I think the Patriots win by 10 to 14 points.
Okay.
Yeah, Chaz, we did talk about Mike Vick White.
Yeah, we did. He's
Missed
doing his
that. It
thing.
was
He got his.
like one of the first topics we talked about.
He's got his opportunity.
He got it, and I think he's not giving it away. We'll see what happens though.
If he follows up with like even 275, 250, couple TDs, still impressive.
Also, look out for Michael Carter as well.
Tomorrow night against Indy.
Yep.
I'm going with the Pats as well, just especially if PJ Walker's not going to be there. I mean, I watched the Panthers play last week. They beat my team, and I was just watching the TV, asking myself, "How is this team beating us?" Like, because they're really
Even if McCaffrey plays, right?
Yeah, they're not a great football team. Like, I was like banging my head against the wall, like score points because their offense stinks. But I just don't.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick the Panthers here. All right.
You're gonna have to.
I think with Darnold off the field, the team's better. And I also
you didn't
think
watch last week, then, did you?
I did watch that game last week. The fucking Falcons stink, and I've been saying the Falcons stink. Kenny's so in love with this team. They're not making the playoffs. All right, the Falcons are trash.
Did you watch? Did you watch when PJ Walker came in? For you to say that they're going to be better with Sam
they'll be better without him. They'll give the ball. They'll give the ball to McCaffrey, and they'll be fine.
I didn't say it.
The Falcons stink.
But you're egging him on, Lawrence.
That's just the win that they needed.
I just want to know because you couldn't have watched the game because they almost gave the game away when PJ Walker came in.
I had to watch the game. My team was blowing somebody out by 40. I didn't need to watch my team play.
You must not have
watched Red Zone.
For you to say that the Panthers are going to be better without Sam Darnold, you didn't watch last week.
Listen, what's going to happen? The Panthers got
PJ Walker from the XFL.
He did fine last year.
No.
The Panthers just got a sick divisional win over a stinky team. They're ready to roll.
They did.
All right. Christian McCaffrey's coming back. I don't know if he's going to play this game or not. For my fucking fantasy team's sake, I swear to God, I hope he does. I hope he's back. They're going to give the ball to him. They're going to run him into the ground again, but that's fine because they're going to get this win.
The Patriots have been good against the run.
Yeah, I was about to say
running backs this year.
That's the wrong team.
That's fine. Let's go.
He's going to get crunched.
That's fine.
All right, Lawrence.
Man, I'm going. Oh man, this is bold. This is bad. Yeah, both teams bad. Like, I'm gonna go with the Patriots, man.
Hey, high mid for the win.
They're looking good right now. I was really impressed last week, so got them.
Neil.
Yo.
The Derrick Henry-less Tennessee Titans come to SoFi, your backyard.
My team?
What do you say?
My team? SoFi Stadium?
Neil, you're behind. Choose Tennessee.
Are we on Monday night? I think we're either on Monday or Sunday night this week.
Sunday night.
Yo, Chaz. Sorry to do this to you, bro, but the Rams about to give y'all fucking Titans a smoking. All right, it's about to be maybe.
Let me ask you this. What's ways the Rams would lose this game? What are some ways?
If Derrick Henry comes back.
AJ Brown.
Nah, we
You don't see that's what I want to. I'm asking a serious question.
Yeah, we could lose this game if Matthew Stafford turns the ball over. We lose this game. We cannot. Our team is not meant to come back from turnovers. Our defense is meant to bend their ears back and run and go after the passer.
I'm not gonna hold you. If you get killed by Jeremy McNichols, it's all over. I know you can't talk about the Rams next week. If he get a buck on y'all, you can't. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about the Rams defense for like 2 weeks.
Adrian Peterson's gonna probably get a buck on us.
I don't know. Was he like active in practice and everything?
No,
he's signed him currently.
No, they signed him off the practice squad.
Well, they signed him to the practice squad.
Yeah.
I don't know if
they said they're going to elevate him on Sunday.
Yeah, he'll be playing. Okay. But I mean, honestly, if we play a clean game, we'll be fine. If we play a clean game, we're going for probably 3 touchdowns victory.
Don't get gassed up by AP.
Listen, this is going to be a statement game. All right, this is a primetime game. McVay doesn't really lose in primetime games except the Super Bowl. Primetime game. I think we're going to come out and we'll make a statement.
Bro, don't get diced up by McNichols and AP, bro, for $275.
I hope we do.
It's gonna be tragic.
They can go for as many yards as they want as long as they don't score. It's fine.
If they get $275 on y'all in trouble.
That's fine. They get $275 if the score says 0. It don't matter.
Wait, is Julio healthy enough to play this game or no?
Bro, if they rush for $275, they're gonna put points up. I'm gonna go. I got the Rams, man. I think this is going to be a game where the Rams get turnovers on defense from Tannehill being the game manager he is, and that's going to cost him the game.
And guess who Tannehill gets to face, too? Von Miller. Von Miller coming. First game. Hey, Ryan, welcome to California. I'm Von Miller. Oh, you haven't met my friends Aaron Donald and Leonard Floyd yet?
Kenny, you think Cam should go home? What team is he talking about?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, I think.
Where's his home?
Panthers, I'm guessing?
No, I think
Panthers or somewhere Florida related.
Is he talking about the Saints? I don't know.
Yeah, the Saints. He's talking about the Saints.
Which, if that's the case to me,
he's from Louisiana.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm trying to think of who.
I think he's talking about the Falcons. I think he's from Georgia.
I'm thinking either the Panthers.
Anyone in
Auburn.
their right mind.
Don't shoot the messenger.
No, I'm just saying.
If he's talking about home, he's talking about Auburn, maybe.
Yeah, should he see if there's any eligibility left there?
Hold on. Cam Newton, where is he from? Hold on.
think he's from Louisiana.
Nah, he's from Georgia. That's what I'm saying. He talking about you. He from Atlanta, Georgia.
But why would he go to Atlanta?
I don't know. He just asked a question.
Or he could be talking about the
Kenny's
Darnold.
answer.
I think he might be talking about. Yeah.
Atlanta for Cam and OBJ for Saints.
In what world does Cam Newton make the Atlanta Falcons better? Someone break that down to me, because maybe I'm biased as a Falcon fan. So I'm going to sit this one.
All right, hold on.
Running back. Hold
on. Let's get to the bill. Let's get to the pickems. We're not about to entertain this.
Let him be your case.
We're gonna go forward on this. We're not entertaining this. We're not about to like.
I got the Rams too. I mean, I don't think I said enough about Titans are without.
I got the Rams as well.
Right.
And the marquee
Rams in a
event
slide
that we've all been waiting for.
Oh yeah.
It's 8 week.
Okay, so wait, me and no go go first, and you guys can handle.
Remember last time? That's all I'm saying. You feel me?
Where's that?
Video evidence.
It's at that trash ass Caesars.
Yeah, because we ain't even have no home games for real. Like,
Neil, you want to go first? I'll go second.
I'm gonna go first here.
Let's go, baby.
I'll go second. Then you go
actually, you go first, Phil. Go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Atlanta because I just don't trust the Saints offense now that Thomas is out for the year. Jameis is out. I got to see more from.
Now we're gonna lose.
Michael Thomas hasn't been there the whole time.
I know, but he's not coming back, so I don't think there's
He
no
wasn't
in the
gonna be
offense.
back anyway.
Like, he wasn't gonna be here. He's coming back week 10.
I just don't have a lot of faith in the Saints offense right now. So I'm gonna go with the better offense in Atlanta.
Okay.
By default. So.
Okay.
Neil.
What about you? Neil's wise. He's wise. Don't do it. You're gonna be a fucking loss. I'm telling you.
Oh my God! Everything.
Side note
it's
for my
loss
pick.
for y'all.
I know. Me and Kenny are gonna pick the same. So I'm perfectly fine with making this pick.
It's a loss.
Every single thing in my being is telling me to pick the Falcons here.
Yep.
Like, I want the Falcons so bad.
Bro.
They're averaging 30 points a game their last 4 games. The offensive blunder against the Panthers, I just don't think it's gonna last. But it's the Saints. The Saints defense is too much. I think they come in.
Them boys torching.
I think the Saints defense comes in and they give Matt Ryan fits. The Falcons' loss of Calvin Ridley is huge. I know that. Let's say, I think Trevor Siemian. I mean, sure, he's not an upgrade over Jameis Winston, but even with Jameis Winston, the Saints were 29th in offense. So it's not like you're losing much. The Falcons lose Calvin Ridley, and they automatically have really Russell Gage and Kyle Pitts. That's really it. And I guess
let's go. Nail, keep it going, Nail.
Except we were without Calvin Ridley.
Keep it going, Nail.
Kyle Pitts had Kyle Pitts game.
Keep it going.
But who you played at the Jaguars though?
No, we didn't play the Jets.
Oh, I can't wait.
Who was
Let's
it?
Go.
The Jets?
And then against the secondary you bragged about, Miami's earlier, he also torched them. But go on.
Miami's secondary's hot garbage. I already said that sooner or later they will come to life.
I just want to make sure I just want you to not be,
I'm going Saints. I'm going Saints by 6 points. I think the defense is going to be too much.
Okay. Who's going first? Between you two.
Go ahead, sir.
No, you go first.
Go ahead, sir.
I think I went first last time.
Go ahead, sir.
When we swept y'all last season.
Wait, y'all play twice this year, right?
Yeah, we played twice.
Division rivals.
Clean sweep. Federal sweep. Coming. We're good. Listen. Oh my goodness. He said better offense. You got
who's he?
You got
spoken yet.
No, I listen, you calm down.
You gotta be because you keep saying
I know it's hate. Listen, you gotta listen to the people that spoke and he said that the Falcons.
Me?
Phil.
Oh.
Because Neil also said it. See, thank you.
Listen.
So go ahead.
He said that they got a better offense. We have the better offensive line. You guys obviously got the veteran quarterback. He can make all the throws. He's gonna make fucking mistakes. He's gonna get strip sacked at least. I'm gonna say at least 2 times.
Okay.
Interception's gonna come, and at the end of the day, you gotta throw the ball to somebody else besides Kyle Pitts. And I think that's where the problem is gonna come, where the Saints have multiple safeties that can cover tight ends. And
That's true.
Run with him. And
That's
I think
true.
I think it's gonna be either I don't know. I don't like Malcolm Jenkins on him. I'll probably like Chauncey Gardner Johnson on him.
Please put Malcolm Jenkins on him because he'll dust his old ass.
I'm not. But I'm not that dumb. You saw how I just X'd him out. I just X'd him out right away. But I think AK has another breakout game in this game. I don't know who the quarterback's gonna be yet. I'm cool either or because right now I don't have a fucking choice. So I gotta roll with the punches.
It's just like last year. We don't know who the quarterback's going into the Saints game.
That's true.
Unbelievable how this keeps happening to us, isn't it?
Yeah, like
right.
But
how do you?
And look what happened last time.
How do you game plan for that?
I picked the Falcons last time this happened, and the Falcons got pooped on. So I'm going Saints.
I think, like I said, I think the game comes down to like the offense isn't going to change much. They're already bottom 3.
Right. You can go from 30 to 32. You still suck.
One thing still is there. Like all you need is a quarterback to throw screen passes and throw the out routes and the option routes to AK. He's still going to do the same shit. All Trevor or Taysom's got to do is get the ball to AK. You got Mark Ingram back, which is good. I think they're going to rely on the run a little bit more. And I think the game's going to come down to turnovers. Matt Ryan's going to have fucking turnovers because that's what the fuck he does against the Saints. And that's how they win the game.
All right.
Kenny, the floor is yours.
Let's hear it, Kenny.
I mean, I like everything Lawrence said if he actually watched football this year, because clearly he hasn't. If he said that Matt Ryan is going to be sacked, because that's what happens, because Matt Ryan has only been sacked.
Whoa. I said against the Saints, buddy.
No,
I said against the Saints.
Then it's a good thing it's a new year. I mean, because I don't understand.
Yeah, of course, it's a new year.
So then
we get to see the same thing.
I let you have the.
We get to see the same thing from the previous years.
No, you gotta stop talking, Lawrence.
Neil and Phil, didn't I let
Lawrence, stop talking.
You did.
Okay,
Lawrence, stop talking.
Okay, thank you. Because if we're talking this year, since week 2, Matt Ryan has only been sacked 3 times, and that all happened last week. So he's going to get strip sacked because that's what happens. Okay, that's cute, but it's only.
He does have 4 fumbles this year, Kenny.
He does.
Let him talk.
He does have 4 fumbles this year. You're 100% correct, Neil. I'm not going to take anything away from that. The interceptions are there, but again, it just popped back up last week. But previous to that, the interceptions were not really an issue. He says we're going to need to throw the ball to someone else other than Kyle Pitts again. That means he must not really have been watching the Falcons this year because, yes, Kyle Pitts does lead the team with 33 receptions. Right behind him is Cordell Patterson with 32. Then right behind him was Calvin Ridley at 31. Tajay Sharp has 15. Hayden Hurst has 18. Mike Davis has 23. So to me, that shows that Matt Ryan actually peppers the ball around to the whole offense. He doesn't just eye in on one guy and throw the ball. But, hey, if you think he only knows how to throw the ball to Kyle Pitts, then cool. Have everybody guard him. We'll just feed Cordell Patterson and everybody else. So that's cool with me. I mean, and you can say, well, our offense wasn't that good to begin with, so losing Jameis doesn't make a difference. Well, yeah, your offense wasn't that good, but now your offense is going to be even worse. So if you already had a not good offense and now you have to substitute them with a backup quarterback, I'm not sure that that's the greatest argument. We weren't good to begin with, so it's okay that we're not good now. I'm sorry. I'm just not buying that. And you can, we just need screen passes. We just need screen passes. That's cool and all, but that's not going to win the game if the Falcons are scoring points. We didn't score points last week, but that's not to say we can't score points. If we do score points, you're going to need to make a big play. You're going to have to do something, and Trevor Siemian is not making a big play to win this game. He's not making consistent big plays over and over and over again, especially when A.J. Terrell has been a lockdown corner this year. I've sent you guys the stats all year. People just aren't throwing the ball his way. So when the Saints already don't have a number 1 option, and he's going to take your number 1 option out of the game, good luck with Trevor Siemian throwing the ball.
Do the Saints have a number 1 option, Lawrence?
I'm not regardless of what I say, it's going to be shot down. They don't have a number 1 option. They don't have a marquee guy.
That's my point. That's all I'm saying.
Marquee guy.
Like you have a number 1 receiver, right? But you don't have a top 5. Like if I have a corner that has been put in the clamps on receivers, I'm going to take A.J. Terrell to lock down Marquez Callaway.
Sean Payton has been. And to be honest, I don't think he has the most catches on the team. So I haven't even looked that up. Because at this point, I just go in the game and I'm just happy that somebody fucking runs around and catches the ball. It don't even matter who got the most receptions at this point.
Kenny Stills, thank you.
A couple stats that Lawrence said that are not necessarily true about Matt Ryan. He
Okay.
has 6 interceptions on the year. He
Okay.
threw 3 in one game.
And
that was against
if you
Tampa
watch,
Bay.
did you watch those interceptions? How they happened? They were on batted balls to the line.
I don't want to hear about how he threw an interception.
Oh, hold
Interception
on.
is an interception.
I was just talking about the history of the games. That's it.
Oh, so you're just talking about when he
That's-
plays the Saints?
Yeah, like he jumped to me saying that of the entire year. I didn't say the entire year. I'm not gonna sit there and say that because I don't have Matt Ryan's stats in front of me. I'm talking about his hate week. Atlanta and New Orleans, plain and simple.
Okay.
That's where I'm talking. That's where I'm at.
I mean, listen, man.
Division games are different every year. They're different.
So it's only a division game for Matt Ryan then.
What you talking about?
Well, because if it's a division game for Matt Ryan, it's not a division game for Trevor Siemian,
No.
Taysom Hill, or Alvin
Why are
Kamara.
you bro? I'm saying
Because
in general.
you're
I
using
said
it as an excuse for why it's
Oh
okay to
my
say Matt
goodness.
Ryan's going to play bad, but it's not
No.
okay for me to ask the question about the other.
I
guy.
said in
don't
general.
understand
I was
that.
saying that in general, it's a division game. It's going to be
By the
a battle.
way, in Matt Ryan's whole career, his numbers.
Why you taking my words out of field, bro?
Matt Ryan against the Saints in his career has 7,353 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions in 25 games. So I'm not sure where you're getting these numbers that he's
Listen.
historically bad against the Saints.
Lawrence,
I'm making a fucking prediction that I don't care.
You
Lawrence,
can make the
the
prediction.
stats- Lawrence,
the
stats are
but your
false.
prediction, right? Your
No,
prediction
it's
is based
not.
on he always throws interceptions against.
That's what I feel like is gonna happen. That's what I feel like is gonna happen. Plain and simple. That's what I feel like is gonna
Lawrence,
happen.
historically, Matt Ryan plays
Listen,
well against the
all-
Saints.
listen,
and that's my point.
listen,
Lawrence, you can make
listen,
the prediction, but you're
fuck
saying
all of that.
historically he's bad
Listen,
against the
okay.
Saints. Where'd you
Listen.
get that from?
No, Kenny, hold on.
Listen, fuck all of that. At the end of the day, I think the Saints are gonna win. That's it. That's all that
All right, so-
matters.
And that's fine, but you
I
didn't
can say
that.
I can say anything. I can say Sean Payton's gonna throw for 400 yards.
No, but you didn't
It doesn't
say that.
matter. I think
You
the
said-
Saints are gonna win.
You
Plain
said
and simple.
he's going to throw interceptions
Come on,
against
bro.
the Saints because that's what he does.
Come on,
against the
bro.
Saints. That's
Listen,
what he said, right?
all right.
That's what he said.
If it was a bad statement, okay, that's fine. I still think the
that's what
Saints are
we're
gonna
saying.
win.
It was a bad.
If
that's
it's a
all
bad,
we're
if
saying.
it listen,
Bad
you brought up the stats, and what I said was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I
And
still
that's
think the
all
Saints
we're
are gonna
doing.
win.
That's all I
And
wanted
that's
to hear.
fine. We know
And
you
I,
think the Saints are
bro,
gonna
listen.
win.
At the end of the
But
day,
you're
I
not
can
gonna sit there
admit
and
that I'm
lie.
wrong. I said I can admit that I'm wrong. But
But
I'm,
what
at the
your
same-
ass would not have admitted shit if the
What
stats
are you
were
talking
brought
about?
up in front of
If-
you.
What do you mean?
Because we
Listen,
told you
I
that
admit that I'm
and
wrong
you
on
made
multiple
five
times
excuses
on
for why you were
anything,
right
bro.
still.
Listen,
Listen, I just want everybody to know this is IBTE Sports Podcast. This is
can't
hate
fucking
week. All
wait.
right,
I can't
This is
wait.
NFC. This is
Like-
the NFC West or NFC
Like-
South division. We're talking Saints. We're talking
it's
Falcons.
never-
Let's
it's
get
never,
it on.
It's never been like this. This is like a new level for Kenny. Like he smells fucking blood in the water. That's what
Because
it
he
is.
knows. He knows what
He
he's going up
smells blood
against.
in the
He's
water.
got no quarterback. He's got no wide receivers.
No, because I'm upset that he was saying that Matt Ryan is historically bad against the Saints. Well,
Listen.
that's not the case.
Kenny, not to interrupt Kenny or anything, but listen, there's one thing you guys got to know about Kenny. You do not talk bad about Matt Ryan, all right?
No,
That's
you
his
don't.
boy, no matter what he does. A couple games ago, I saw Matt Ryan throw one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen a quarterback throw, and Kenny said, "What's he supposed to do? What the fuck?
That's true.
What the fuck? You don't say what's he supposed to. You throw the ball out of bounds. Not what's he supposed to do. You don't come at Matt Ryan around Kenny. That's an automatic fight.
On a fourth down play, you don't throw the ball away because you automatically give the team the other ball. Give the team the ball.
It was third down.
What was it?
Third down,
Wait, what was it, Kenny?
Well, when he threw it, was third.
Yeah, what was the play? I remember the in the chat, but I don't know what's
It was,
happening because I
it was
wasn't
against the
watching that.
Dolphins.
Against the Dolphins, he was
rolling out,
like rolling out to the right,
the
and he
receiver
just
was covered, and he just
threw it to him.
But it was on a third down play where they were in no man's land. They were going to punt the ball away anyways. So I like my quarterback taking a chance. Why throw it away? You're giving him the ball anyways.
Don't listen. That's Kenny's boy. You don't come at Matt Ryan.
I like it. I like the aggressiveness.
All right.
Throw it away. You're punching away. Guess what?
Matt Ryan's interceptions against Tampa Bay. You know what they were? Batted balls, man.
They were.
Did you see those interceptions?
They were. But do you know what Matt Ryan also did against Miami? Orchestrated a game-winning drive.
Miami stinks.
I'm just
They have
saying.
one win.
I'm just saying. You're out here talking about the interception.
You said they're going to come
And
back
you know
to
who
life.
else stinks,
Right,
Phil? You know who else stinks, Phil? The fucking Falcons. They stink. They just got beat by the Panthers last week, who stink.
Yeah, you know who else lost to the Panthers this year? It was kind of crazy. The Saints.
Oh, shit.
They did.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Just
They
saying.
did.
Just throwing it
And
out.
they had no coaching staff because of COVID.
So the Bucks are gonna lose to the Panthers too.
They had no coaching staff.
Sean Payton wasn't coaching that game?
I don't want to hear about coaching staff. All right,
Sean Payton didn't
the
coach that
Cardinals won a game without their head coach and their offensive play caller. I don't want to hear about your fucking coaching
Oh,
staff.
also
all right?
side note.
Different.
Huh?
I mean, side note.
Yeah, Sean Payton wasn't there to pay his fucking defensive players
Wait,
money
no,
to
I'm
take
being
heads
serious.
off.
Oh my goodness.
I'm asking a serious question. Sean Payton didn't coach that game?
I don't.
He was there.
I think he was.
Sean Payton was there.
I think
That's
he
all
was.
that matters.
But they had nobody else.
What
don't
do you
matter.
mean?
It don't matter.
On game day, your head coach is the only coach that matters on game day.
Listen, here at IBTE Sports,
because y'all know how the game goes. Like
see the
none of the
hoodie,
other coaches matter.
No, they do, but on game day,
they
Sean
see the
Payton.
hoodie.
Wait, but you were just praising Sean Payton for all the stuff he's done
Yeah, they
with this
see it.
team this year. And
Wait,
all
Phil,
this
your
stuff.
hat
phenomenal.
matches your shirt.
5 and 2 with a
That was
shitty
the point,
offense.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so he was there.
5 and 2 with a
against
shitty
that
offense.
shitty Panthers
Listen,
team.
all
let's
I
go.
know is that it's fucking hate week, boys.
Yeah. Let's go.
We'll never see this shit
one,
again.
I don't know what it is. It's just
Well,
different.
until the next match.
The energy from Kenny is different. This
He
year.
hates
Like,
you deep
I
down
don't-
inside. He
like,
hates
it's-
you.
It's a
Because of-
different vibe. It's a
Because of the
different
lies
vibe,
you
like-
spewed. If you would have came out here and
Listen,
just
fuck the
all that,
Falcons.
Bro,
I'd be
listen,
okay.
Lawrence,
But
if you would have came out and you would have said, all right, here's what it is. Matt Ryan's an amazing quarterback.
Not even that, bro.
Perennial MVP candidate,
That's not
but
even
they
what I'm
stink
saying.
and they're going to lose. He would have said,
not-
you know what, Lawrence, you're a really great guy, and I
just-
agree with you.
That's
I
not-
just-
if you-
I think
it's gonna go down. You know that.
No,
I think.
the-
Listen,
the
I
problem is
think.
that
I
he
think the
said-
Saints are a better team.
That's 100%
We
fine.
need a
But
hype
you
tape
just
for
said
Sunday.
Matt Ryan's going
You
to
don't
throw
do no hype
interceptions.
tape. I don't need no
That's
hype
what
tape
Matt
for the
Ryan does.
Falcons.
Okay.
What would the hype tape be for the
Yeah,
Falcons?
what would it be?
Just on the IG Sports account, just post this argument and like black and white and
Bro.
make the music.
Bro, I'll tell you
It's
what.
about to get dark.
I'll tell you what. I don't think the Saints are going to sweep the Falcons this year. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of last year. I do think they'll split.
I'm worried about the one game that's coming up this week. That's it.
I think they'll
What else
split. I think the Falcons lose this game, however, but they might take the game at home because, first off, it's in the. You can say whatever you want about the shitty ass Superdome or whatever it's
not
called
shitty,
now.
It's what? Like
That
you
shit
just
is-
saying anything, bro. Like anything, just because you got a $1 trillion stadium that
Lil Wayne-
that you share. Come
Lil
on.
Wayne said Lil Wayne wants.
Hold on.
something solid.
How you talking about somebody's stadium and you share one?
Well, actually, the Rams kind of own it.
We own the stadium.
The Chargers.
You still share it.
They're
No,
landlords.
the Chargers are paying rent. Yeah.
Yeah.
They pay us to play there, so it's all good.
Wait. Before we move on, I was watching the Patriots and Chargers game. There was way more Patriots fans at that.
No shit, the Chargers belong in San Diego.
No one in
Yeah.
LA wants the Chargers.
Nobody wants them there.
Right.
It's awful.
No
They
one
like
wants to see
the- they like the
shitty ass
Clippers.
fucking. Yeah, exactly.
They
Like
do-
the Clippers.
The Lakers.
Exactly what they're like.
That's a great comparison. They are like the Clippers.
Except for they're better than the Rams.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Shots.
Now he's on crack. Now everybody tune in for Lawrence on crack.
Listen, don't disrespect me like that.
So back to what I was saying. This game is gonna be played in the shitty ass Superdome.
Thanks.
You can say what you want, but the Saints fans do pack it out in there. So I think the crowd noise is gonna be.
bonkers in that bitch.
Yeah. Also, what I like for us as a group, the week before a hate week game and the week after.
Yeah,
are
Brandon, I
always the
said
most
what I
exciting
said.
episodes for
Shitty
us.
Superdome. That shit. That shit ain't not.
Anything.
Don't make me.
For
say
example,
it. I'll say it.
the talk coming up before the Falcons Saints game is amazing, and what the show after the Falcons Saints game is going to be amazing. So make sure you tune in.
But you
to
know
the
what
week after
makes
to
this
the
game?
result.
You know what makes this game actually good to watch is the fact that the Saints beat the Bucks, so they actually can make moves in this division. Like actually could if they win this. Like they win this game, they make moves.
Expect the group chat to be on fire during this
Oh,
game.
I'm not even watching my game. Oh wait, my game's Monday night. I don't got to worry about it. I'm watching this game, boys.
Only we'll be watching it because Lawrence is going to the Giants game. Real fan he is, huh?
Oh my
He's getting his
God, are you
God
kidding me?
damn.
Oh wait, actually, Lawrence doesn't even watch football on Sundays.
You want me to kill that argument, Kenny? Oh, I'm going to take my father for his birthday to go see his favorite team.
No, get
Greater
the fuck
than
outta here.
the Saints.
Ain't no sympathy for
Greater than
Ain't no
watching my
sympathy
team.
for me here. You ain't a
Calm
real
down.
fan.
Calm down. Calm down.
I've
Creating memories.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
shut
off.
up. Yeah, shut up.
Fuck
Shut up,
out of here.
shut up.
Nah, you ain't
Yeah,
getting none
shut
of that
up.
sympathy
Fuck outta
bullshit
here.
from here.
Fuck outta
If you're a
here.
real fan,
Fuck outta
fuck
here.
a dad's
Fuck
B-Day.
outta here.
I'm staying at
Don't
home
disrespect
watching
my
the
dad like
Rams,
that.
all right?
Don't disrespect
Fuck
my
out of
dad
here.
like that.
I'm
Don't
calling my
disrespect
dad up
my-
and saying, excuse me,
Don't
Dad,
disrespect my dad
but
like
your
that.
birthday's going to have to wait a day.
Don't
'cause
disrespect my dad like
I'm
that.
here.
Don't disrespect my dad like
I don't
that.
give a fuck about
I
none of
will
that
pu-
shit.
I will
And
pull
you
up
ain't
on
no
you.
real fan. Week-to-week fan,
Bro,
exactly.
shut up.
Yeah, exactly. I can't
And listen,
wait.
I won't be like Otto. I'm gonna be watching the game.
He can have Dofu Sports.
Don't.
God,
you listen.
Dofu's dead. Dofu's dead.
And I worked last week.
Weren't you just hyping that up like a week ago?
They killed it.
It's still work. It's working right now.
Yo, y'all stupid, bro.
Bro, I'm
He said-
excited.
Kenny filed for that. I see what you did there. He said, "You're not a real." That's crazy. I told you what I was doing this Sunday. Come on,
Wow.
like this is crazy. Like,
Yo, Lawrence,
bro,
Lawrence,
you
anything
see
goes
what I'm
for hate
saying?
week.
You see
Lawrence, you know what you
The energy
said?
is different. The
Lawrence,
energy
you
is
said
different.
we're bringing the group chat to life. You did say
Bro, the
that.
energy different from Kenny this year around, bro. I don't know what it is,
Table,
bro.
platters, chairs,
Like-
everything.
That's true. That's actually true, Lawrence. Kenny's on a different energy this year.
I know he is. He
Because
is.
because we can actually win this year.
Nah, I don't
Last
know.
year we were really.
I don't know, bro.
Oh, man.
They just lost their number one wideout. He's really going to be saying Julio, please. They're going to be begging for him back
He
now.
was only our third leading receiver this year, anyways. Like,
I
We had
don't
more games, or that
know.
was the last
he
one.
was. He was only the third leading receiver this year.
He missed two
Second.
games, though.
Right. But even on a per game basis, he is then the second leading receiver.
Who was the second total?
Cordell Patterson.
Oh, so it's Pitts, Patterson, Ridley.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all got Matt Ryan. Everything's going to be good.
Right. We any more
Fact.
pickups?
That was the fourth one.
Okay.
All right, thank y'all for
Jesus
tuning in to IBTE
Christ.
Sports Podcast. This is your co-host, Neil. Lawrence and Kenny can no longer talk because they hate each other now.
We're
It's
hitting the
hate
mute
week.
button on them.
Can't wait for
Yeah,
this shit.
Be sure to tune in next week when Lawrence tells us all the Matt Ryan stats from a game that he didn't watch that he makes up. Matt Ryan can throw for
Bro, listen.
Matt
fuck
Ryan can throw for
Ryan.
300 yards, and he's going to tell me that Matt Ryan threw for $150 and 7 interceptions because that's what he
I
does.
had
against
2
the
picks
Saints.
and lose the game.
And that's not what's going to have happened. But in Lawrence's mind,
I had
because
2
they
picks.
played the
Yeah,
Saints,
listen.
that's what happened.
Who that nation, baby? Come on.
No.
It's over for y'all.
No.
He averages less than
6
an
and 2.
interception.
No.
Listen, 6
Per
and 2
game
coming
against
up.
them.
6
No.
and 2 coming up.
None of that who
We're
that
not.
bullshit.
We're not supposed to be here. But
No.
we
Yeah, you're supposed to be on the
fucking
North's
here.
side.
No,
We're not
no,
supposed
I'm not
to
on
be-
either side. I hate both teams.
Yeah.
I just picked the Saints because I think they have a better team this year. I really would prefer Falcons and Saints just disappear from the league. They're both trash teams,
No, they're not.
trash organizations. Get them the fuck away from me.
No, they're not.
Fucking paying players to hurt other people, losing 38-3 or 21-3, whatever that
what?
shit ass
23.
fucking
you
score
know what's
was.
crazy about this too, though? Because the Rams had home field advantage in the playoffs against the Falcons.
And we
The
lost.
year after 28-3, and guess what they lost to? Falcons.
I know.
This is why I'm not saying
It
anything.
was Sean McVay's
Yeah,
first
like-
year.
Jesus.
Just wanted to throw
Poopy
that
Sammy
out.
Watkins. That's why his ass got cut the year after. Fuck out of here, Sammy Watkins. Bitch ass Sammy Watkins. Fuck out of my face. Actually, it wasn't even Sammy Watkins. My fault. Actually, he did drop the game-winning pass, but it was Farrell Cooper, who doesn't play football anymore because he fumbled 2 punts. Muffed 2 punts. We lost the game. Muffed 2 punts. And I remember calling Kenny. I called Corey. I called everybody that I knew that was a Falcons fan. I said, "What y'all think about this game?" They're like, "Oh man, you guys are really good this year. It's home field advantage." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right, man. We about to win this game." And then I watched Farrell Cooper muff the first punt. I said, "They talked me up. They fucked with my head. They knew it was gonna happen. They fucking knew it was gonna happen. They knew it.
Tragic.
Tragic.
It's all right, because fuck them. What have they done since? Nothing. Get them the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, we have the same amount of Super Bowls as you. Crazy, huh?
Ooh.
What'd you say?
We have the same amount of Super Bowl wins.
We have one. How many
That's
do you have?
crazy.
They have more first-round picks, too.
We have
No.
one Super Bowl win.
Since that happened,
Oh, since that happened, yeah, that's true. That's
Not
true. But
even.
my Super Bowl was a lot less embarrassing than yours.
it's arguable. I mean, you
It's
only put
not
up-
arguable.
You only put up 3 points.
No, 28-3 is
were
a
a
lot
historic-
more embarrassing than
you were
3-13.
There will
were
be a
a-
poll up on sports on
You were a
IG
histor-
page.
Well, obviously everyone's gonna say
All right,
it.
man.
It was
We
ours.
about
It was
to
ours.
wrap this up. We about to wrap this up, man. Any
The word
last
of the day.
words?
The word of the
Any
day
last
is
words?
shitty Superdome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a
I love
discount
all
code?
I love all this energy.
I need a fucking jersey that says
Sean
shitty.
Payton's gonna keep finding ways to win. And
Phil,
then it's
Phil,
gonna
we
be
need hoodies that say
6-2,
shitty Superdome on it.
7-2. Oh, the
I'll write
Saints
it
are
down.
supposed to be here, but we still shitty.
Would
Shitty
y'all buy merch
Superdome.
that said shitty Superdome on it? I think we would.
I would kick you off the fucking podcast.
I'm gonna make one on t-shirt.com.
what if it sold? What if it sold a lot?
No,
Even if it sold a lot?
no.
Look at the bias.
He's biased.
Listen, man, don't get. We're not about to start this. Anyway, Ken, you got last words. What's the last words? I know you got something to say, man.
Sean Tucker
Yep.
for Heisman. He leads the nation in
I'll go last.
rushing. 1,267 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns. All the guy does is score touchdowns and rack up yards. If you're not watching Syracuse football play on Saturday, you're missing out on Sean Tucker, who's an unbelievable talent.
All right. What about you, Neil?
I'm speechless.
All right. What about
Wow.
you? Panthers is mid over there.
Hey, Patriots are high mid. I know we touched on the whole Calvin Ridley situation earlier. I just wanted to say there's been a lot of toxicity around that situation from fans of fantasy football and some of the Falcon fans. I see it on Twitter. Calvin Ridley is way more important. Calvin Ridley, the individual, is way more important than Calvin Ridley, the Falcon, or
Fuck
Calvin
your
Ridley.
fantasy teams.
Exactly. Calvin Ridley,
That's a fact.
the player you drafted in the second or third round. So we here at IBT Sports, hopefully he gets all the help he needs, and he not only comes back as a better player, but a better Calvin Ridley. So
Todd Gurley said it best. I don't give a fuck about your fantasy team.
protect your
That's a
mental.
fact. And if you never come back, Kelvin, that's also fine. If that's what you need, that's
Some
what you
people
need.
just aren't. Man, listen, you gotta take care of yourself, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Take care of your
Take care of your
care of your
mental.
chicken.
Take care of your chicken and your mentals.
Mentals. That's
Yep,
a fact.
so.
My last words is hey Odell. If you see this,
He ain't coming.
By miraculous.
He ain't
I
coming
didn't
your ass.
interrupt you. You didn't even have anything to say. So
Cause
listen.
my shit,
Okay,
my
just
shit
let
would have
me
been
finish.
realistic at
Like, why
least.
can't I have? Listen, why can't I have mine?
Well,
bro?
they are targeting him.
I'll let you.
They
I'll
are
give it to you if
targeting
you
him,
say it.
They are
Come on,
targeting
bro.
If you say Odell, come to the shitty Superdome. Say it.
Listen, Odell, you seeing this, bro? Through a hashtag, shared, whatever it is, bro. Like, listen, LSU is where you became a star, bro. Come back to New Orleans. We need you. We don't have nobody. Our second receiver is a 5'6" punt returner.
Odell, this is coming from a
It's
guy who just
crazy
called you
out here.
overrated on Facebook
It's
today, by the
crazy
way.
right here. It's crazy. Listen, it's better than what we got. Anybody better than what we got.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Odell. If you thought playing with Baker was bad,
Wait till you play with Taysom Hill.
Taysom
Or
Hill.
Trevor Siemian.
Taysom.
Oh wait,
Taysom Hill.
Lawrence, what was the question
Taysom
you put
Hill
on
throw the ball like a
what
running
was the
back.
question you put on the Facebook page today?
Do you think
Is
Odell Beckham Jr.
Jr.
is overrated?
Overrated.
What was your answer to that?
I said, might be.
Odell, if you're listening to this, there's your
Might
answer.
be.
Crazy. Absolutely insane.
Is there-
You cannot
New
call a
Orleans-
guy with damn near almost 8,000 receiving yards in his career overrated.
Hey,
No.
man.
Listen, Odell, if you want to come and see what a real football team is like, look at my background. You could be playing in a $1 trillion stadium. You
Just
got
Herbert?
Matt Stafford throwing deep balls to you. All right, you got a defense with 4 perennial Hall of Famers possibly on the team. I mean, let's fucking go, man. Make the call. Call
I
up
just
Leslie.
love how you say you didn't have nothing to say and you just completely hijacked what I had to say.
Fuck
But anyway,
Lawrence.
IBT Sports Podcast, we out of here. Neil's a pussy.
Fuck you,
at the end
Lawrence.
of the day, yeah, look at the hoodie, man.
The hoodie
you see
shit.
the craftsmanship. Tell him to stop playing with me, bro.
Grape
Listen.
Street.
Yeah, yo, Kenny, where's yours at? You got is
Bro,
Lawrence,
Kenny,
where is that?
It's in a wash, bro.
Wash? You can't wash these.
You dirty.
He said you dirty.
The IBT will fall right off.
No, the fucking won't. Stop playing with me. You're fucking ridiculous. Yo, we're out of here on that note, bro.